like Speedy's son and Sully's son.
Yeah.
Gilbert. I think Gilbert's son played with in the travel ball squad with my other son.
Okay. Yeah.
And Matt Barnes' kids play up there with them.
Yeah.
So
The twins.
Yeah, the twins. They play. They on the travel ball. They on the travel team with my younger son. They on the age group up one. Yeah, the twins. They dope with it.
Yeah. Welcome to Kraig Facts, man.
Yeah.
Another illustrious episode, man. Hey, man.
What he was talking about?
Huh?
I want to know what he was talking about.
A lot of motherfucker that people don't talk about having hands is Manu Ball.
Manu, he did. Manu.
He Ball got hands. He beat the dog shit out of Refrigerator Perry.
That's like
He was tactful with it too. He was.
But when he said 6'9", if they go, that's what I thought about. Like, man, that jab, nigga.
that's like that's like fighting Doslam. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna win that fight.
You're from the free throw line.
Right.
Incredible hands, man. And we got a special guest, man. We're gonna treat him like part of the family, man. Why don't y'all give it up for Jay Phillips?
What up, y'all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What up?
First time I ever walked into the Comedy Store was like 2009. They used to have this night called Trippin' on Tuesdays, which was the night in LA for years. And when I walk in there, Jay Phillips is on stage and he's telling this joke about being out with a friend that run his mouth too much. And he gets beat up at a 7-Eleven. You know what joke I'm talking about?
I know exactly what joke you're talking about. I remember the dude.
That's hilarious, man.
Shout out to the nigga running his mouth too much.
Right.
Yeah, niggas talk too much.
Because it's like art imitates life, man. Because it was actually a combination of two different stories. There was one story.
Bring it to you.
All right. One story was I was doing this club in Philly, and I was about to go out by myself after the club. I was doing a laugh house, and I was like, man, let me get a drink somewhere. So I'm sitting out in front of this little club, and I'm trying to scope the spot out because when you travel by yourself or to different cities, you gotta just see what the lay of the land is before you just go running up in the wrong spot.
Right.
So I'm sitting out there chilling. I'm just watching the door, smoking one. And next thing I know, somebody hit the door. Boom! And it was like the bouncers was throwing somebody out. And this dude was like, yo, what's up? What's up? And he walked back up to the bouncer, and the bouncer was like, man, go ahead. And he pushed him back like that. And then motherfucker came back up again. And it was just one. Pow! And then he hit him and knocked the nigga back inside the club. I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. And then the other case was when I was riding with my homie. I came back, I hadn't been back in DC for a minute. Came back, pick up one of the homies. We riding around. We pull up to 7-Eleven. He talking all this rah-rah shit about what he used to do and all of that goofy shit. And then we get out. He go in the store, and the dude let the door close. He was like, God damn, man. And the dude turned around and said, you ain't my bitch. And dude just was like, all right, and he let it, and he walked in.
That was one of those, just checking.
Yeah. And then he got back in the car. It was like, what was all that rah-rah shit you was talking before you got out?
I used to bounce at this bar back in the day, and it was a dude, we cool now, big African dude, man, I ain't gonna say his name. But he was Diesel. He was one of them little Mike Tyson built niggas. Yeah. But he was bigger than Tyson, right? And he had little hands and shit. So he was threatening my homie, saying he was gonna whoop my homie. And I didn't like that. So I, you know what I'm saying? After he did that, I started to antagonize him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you wanna bully people, you have to bully me, right?
Yeah, straight up.
So a few weeks going by and I'm kinda antagonizing him because he a bully. And then he finally acted like he wanted to do something. So I said, all right, nigga, let's go outside. So I walk outside, wait on him. And this nigga called the police.
Oh.
And he ain't no bitch. Like this is one of them phases that if I would have called it, there was a serious chance that I would have lost.
Right.
It wasn't like I could just say, yeah. So I wasn't. Don't think that I was just taking the phase that I knew I was gonna win. Like this nigga, if this nigga would have hit me, it'd have been some serious problems. But we got cool after that. And this is how you know that There's some niggas that can fight that still bitch ass niggas.
Hey.
Everybody that can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a couple months go by, we got to throw these bikers out the bar. I think I told this story before. And so I threw somebody out. Somebody punched me. I punched him. And then the African dude comes out in the back where I'm fighting these niggas in the alley. And he hits the nigga so hard, my nigga. I have never seen a human being get hit this hard. He hit this nigga so hard that he laid out on the pavement. He was stretched out. The police pulled up. And the police like, what's going on with this guy? And I was like, man, this... we had situation. While I'm talking to the police explaining that we had to throw these people out the bar, the dude wakes up and he starts asking, where am I?
Yeah.
How did I get here? Wow. And the nigga that did this to him is the nigga that I was trying to fight. So I'm kind of glad you called the police. You know who you are. I don't know if I could whoop him, but I felt like at the time, man, I'm right.
He called the police to protect you.
Man. That's exactly what he did, man. Straight savage. Mm-hmm. But anyway, man, we're gonna do the normal show, but we're gonna go in and out of Jay's life, man, because every time I get a comedian on here that I look up to, I'm always interested in their story of how this came to be. See, a lot of people don't know Jay is an athlete first.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, not just a regular athlete. I'm talking about one of them niggas.
Yeah, I could do that.
What was your first calling in life? What was your first calling before comedy? It was sports, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I thought I was gonna be all right in basketball, track, played a little football, but them niggas started getting too big. Get to high school, you can't outrun all these big niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I was good on that, but. Basketball, football, I boxed, did a little MMA before it was MMA. Just stayed. I stayed with a coach.
Right.
I needed to scratch that itch of doing something athletic all the time, for real.
What was your favorite sport?
Basketball, hands down.
Okay.
Hands down, basketball. I played some high school, but I left that, started playing like semi-pro. Ball. I was playing, like, we would go do these tournament leagues where you would go to New York and it would be $10,000 a team. Somebody put up the money and y'all split it up with whatever. So you go make decent bread playing in these little tournaments and shit. Like each and every weekend, we go somewhere hooping. So I did that a lot.
What kind of game did you have?
Oh, I'm three. I'm just sitting back there shooting threes, baby. That's it. I get the ball up the court faster than anybody else. And, I'll just play floor general. I was decent with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jay had that Dennis Scott game, huh?
More Kevin Johnson.
Shout out to KJ. He got a restaurant.
Yeah.
KJ got a restaurant in downtown LA called Fixin's.
Fixin'.
I went there and chilled. Me and Blaze was chilling with him a couple months ago. KJ cool as a breeze, man.
Injuries fucked him over, man.
Yeah.
If he didn't have injuries, boy, that would have been awful.
That's one of my favorite point guards ever.
Yeah,
Me too, man.
KJ is definitely top notch.
Man.
That's a cool thing, like, man.
Some mean ox.
Because Jay's one of my favorite comedians too.
Appreciate it.
Y'all that don't know, this is one of the funniest people. Well, we always say the people that give Netflix special. We got Earthquake got this special now. Finally.
Great. Yeah.
But the people getting the Netflix special don't be the funniest. It be niggas like this.
Right.
That's
You
love.
got a joke about track. You got the funniest track and field joke ever. Niggas, that I don't want to give up your punchline on it just in case people come see it. But
Yeah, I mean, well, it is what it is. It's old as hell, but I'm actually reliving that right now. The exact track joke. The whole point is, like, I'm not an Olympics dude, right? Like, if you go to the Olympics, the only person you remember is who comes in first. But I look at the Olympics to see who comes in last, because that's the funniest shit in the world. This nigga been training his whole life and he ain't beat nobody. Nigga, I can come in last right now.
your facial expression that you say, all you see is elbows, and I'll never forget the elbows and ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Nigga, that is the funniest punchline, nigga. and your facial expression as you say that joke, like as a young comic watching you deliver that joke, he was like, okay, that right there is what being a comedian is, because this nigga is, if I didn't hear what he was saying, the shit would still be funny off his body language.
Right.
So I really want y'all to check this nigga out.
But being at your level, who the heck is that?
Wow.
That's that Mustang.
Let me talk to that nigga.
Yeah, go for it. Somebody out there beefing.
Take the alternator out.
Sent the big nigga out there to talk to him.
Wildin', man. Hey, my bad, we got something going on out. We in the hood, man. It's cracking over here, man. Send Blaze out there to take care of domestic disturbance.
Yeah, we good now.
Yeah, we good, okay.
All is well.
Alright. No, we ain't scared. You know how many pistols we got in this studio?
We got pistols and blazing glasses. Goddamn, please stop it.
I always wanted this as I get more visible, right? Because I kind of took the alternative route, the independent route.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see a lot of, I'm starting to see that a lot of more people know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And what I didn't anticipate was like, once you become visible, you got to work your material different. Because people expect a certain thing from you. How do you work your material and be vulnerable at this point in your career where you already established, everybody respects your greatness, you know what I'm saying, and they expect a certain level of funny from you? How do you work your material at this point and be vulnerable as a comic?
It's hard, man. You got to find different ways to do it. But the one thing that I've always stood on and that I still believe in is that it's not necessarily the joke that you have to practice all of the time. The people are coming to see you. So they want, of course, the joke is the joke. Obviously, that's the that's the play that you running. But they want to. I can call the same play for 10 people, and it ain't going to happen the same way unless I run the motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's while I'm practicing on making the joke as sharp as possible, what I'm working on when I'm on stage is giving them the best version of myself, being the coolest nigga in the room, being the nigga that they want to pay attention to, being the person that's, okay with the mic. I'm cool spending $100 between me and my old lady to eat dinner and sit down and come watch you play, come watch you get busy right now. And once you got that attention, practice having that attention. That is the part that you can practice until the special ready material.
Right.
Because that's what I do now. Like I have 45 right now ready for my comedy album. I'm gonna get rid of the material that I wrote over the pandemic. I'm gonna get rid of that on the album. Let's get that digitally done on iTunes and I got a record deal that I've been sitting on for like 2 years that I'm gonna go ahead and drop that off and knock off that pandemic material and then let's start scratching off again. Because while everybody was on lockdown, shit, I'm 6 shows a week rocking with DL. And the reason I went with DL and not headline myself is because I can get them reps. Let me go work on let me go work on my shit 20 minutes at a time then.
Right. Since
I'm not gonna be doing it an hour at a time because the whole world is shut down. Do I panic and fucking pout? Hell nah. Go kick it with a king. Go kick it with one of my OGs for a little while and sharpen his tools up. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm sharpening his tools up, I'm writing. I got a brand new hour for myself. So that's what we doing. So now he got, he's doing a show on Bounce now. I had a show on Bounce. We got a show over there on Bounce that he's working with, and now he got a offer on Fox to do another sitcom. So it's like all that little shit's it's all tied together. You know what I mean? Iron sharpens iron. So you just keep iron around you, bro.
Man, that's some great advice, man.
Yeah.
Real spit, man. Because it come out of it. One thing I didn't anticipate in the business is like, in normal everyday life with normal human beings, they have a little bit more control over what they do. They go to college, they find a job, everything is predictable. But in this business, it's really, you can be predictable in your actions, but the way shit comes to you, it ain't predictable. So we really are in a stay ready business where it ain't no days off. Like every day, you got to be at a point where you could wake up and do whatever's necessary. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing that I've had to adjust to. It ain't no tap on the shoulder and say, hey, we're gonna give you 3-4 days or a month or 2 to get ready for some. It's gonna happen at that particular time, and you got to be ready then and there.
Yeah, that's the reason why I came up with my brand name. Shit, I'm straight up joke slinger. You know what I mean? Because no matter what you need, no matter where you got it, you can call me tomorrow at 4 o'clock and say you need me at 5. If you need me to pull up at 5 and be funny, I don't have to prepare for that. Nigga, joke's coming. I got you.
Right.
No matter what that is, I have that skill set, and you can apply that to wherever you need it. You need a script? You want me to punch your script up? I got you. Because I've done that 30, 40 times, now I've actually took some classes and know how to write scripts, and I know how to do all of that other stuff. So everything that stand-up has provided for me, if I found interest in it, then I give it the proper due. I'm not going to go try to take an acting job from fucking, Key and I used to have to go up against Key and Peele and Damon Jr. and fucking Wood Harris. You ain't gonna beat them just being funny.
Right.
You gotta learn how to act, nigga. Them niggas, like those are the real deal niggas. So I had to go learn my craft and plunge into that shit in order to even compete in that side of the game. Right. So that's what it is. So all of that comes from telling jokes to get you in the room, and then once you get your foot in the door, are you willing to put that work in to be respected over there now?
Right.
And that's where it comes down. That's where the longevity, I think, for myself came in, because I put the work in on all of them sides.
Right. So you in the same class as what, Chappelle?
He just above me.
Okay.
So yeah, my big brothers over there were, Tony Woods, just like his, Teddy Carpenter, Tommy Davidson was just coming. Those are big brothers. Chris Thomas, Joe Claire. I came out with Red Grant, Dominique, Donnell. That's my class. Pierre was in that group. Yeah. So it was. And obviously it's more, but and shout out to all of the ones that I'm not mentioning as well. But DC and Baltimore was thick.
Yeah.
It was thick around that era, bro. I mean, Martin made it hot. And Tommy Davidson was hot he was the hottest shit going. And Joe Claire was representing hip hop. So DC was on the map, and it was DC comedians that was putting it on the map. So it was a whole different feel in the era coming up.
Did you start comedy in the crack era or after the crack era?
Crack.
Marion Barry on
Man, you all got no Marion Barry jokes?
I do. Matter of fact, I do remember having a "that bitch set me up" joke. I do remember that. That goddamn bitch set me up.
The greatest mayor of all time.
So what was it like in DC in the 80s with that whole crack era? What was the vibe in the era? Was it something that was uneasy and scary? Like what was it? Because DC was the epicenter.
It was. So here's the weird part. I guess probably like anybody else that grew up in a neighborhood that wasn't the greatest of neighborhoods. We all got our stories of where we from. It never feels like what it is until you outside of it looking in.
Right.
It never is that. It's never that. And, it's always, it's still the same thing. The coolest nigga in the group is who's the cool. Where's the top dog at over there? And just so happens that he works for the main guy. And now, I know the dude that worked for the main guy. Right. All right, so now, we think I know the main guy. Then you get to meet the main guy. What up, man? And I'm not saying names, but you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Main guy was a rock star in the 80s and 90s. He'd pull up to the place and shut stores down like he was Prince.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody out the store, my man coming in.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Everybody out this side of my man's coming in. It was a normal thing for us to see shit like that. But in general, DC was love, man.
Yeah.
It was all black, everything, everywhere. It was in high school. I had like 3 white people in my graduating class.
Oh wow!
I mean, it was legit Chocolate City.
Yeah.
All of the everything, everything.
Yeah.
It was black. My whole neighborhood, schools, gas stations, all that shit.
Right.
So I didn't recognize anything that was wrong with what's going on, because at the same time, DC is so diverse that you hear about all the bad shit, but everybody has a dope job. Everybody work for the Department of Agriculture or the Department of Defense,
right,
or all of these government jobs, because them some big ass buildings, and they got like 10,000 jobs apiece in these buildings without exaggeration.
Right.
And everybody with a high school diploma, boom, you automatically got you G6.
Right.
So you got thugs, you got thug niggas that you going to school. Like, so now my brother worked for the Department of of Aviation, and that nigga, I'm selling dope in the same house. So it just all felt it was a balance and normal type shit. You ain't even recognize all the goofy shit was going on until it was out.
What made you walk into a comedy club and start comedy? Like, what sparked that? That's Pizza Hut?
Check it out, man.
Greg Beard is a strap for his hat.
The card didn't work.
That's the DoorDash nigga outside.
What made you
I was
walk?
funny with Horace Grant.
Morris Grant. That's Morris Grant. That's the best shit. What made you walk into a comedy club? I mean, you was a hoop star, track star. Cause I mean, what made you do it? Like what sparked the interest and what made you finally take that leap?
So I guess on the other side of that, like once again, some of us, we all done our little dabbling and some shit that you might not supposed to be doing, and when I'm coming up in that era of DC, there was always a code that that you're ingrained in. If you're doing a whole bunch of shit, you don't talk about your shit. You know what I'm saying? You stay quiet, you do your thing. So that kind of jumped in me early. Like, don't tell everybody what you're doing. Don't, keep it low. You stay dope to your circle. So I was never really loud. I was always looked at as quiet and all of that other shit. Nobody fucked with me, but it was like, this nigga quiet, you know what I mean? And until you get around me, and then we fun, we laugh, we have a good time. And one day I saw one of my homies that I hoop with. I went to I got some tickets to a comedy club, and I went to the club, and I was like, yo, what's the shooting guard doing up there? That's my shooting guard.
I think the whole set was this.
Like a quarterback. Hey, man.
He said the niggas in high school diplomas had a good
I took
job.
my point guard shit serious. Like, I run the floor, nigga. That's my shooting guard.
Yeah,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right.
that's the way I looked at it. I was like, yo, what the fuck my shooting guard doing on stage? And he went up there, and I always thought, like, man, I thought I was funnier than him, but I didn't disrespect what he did. I just was like, man, I think I can do that. So, that probably sparked the interest in me and made me realize that, you have been watching weirdo shit on TV, like evening at the Improv in the middle of the night, and I realized, oh shit, I haven't missed the episode of Saturday Night Live in 10 years. Oh shit, every comedy special that's come on, I've loved and enjoyed. Oh shit, I do have Bill Cosby's whole album collection, and I do have Eddie Murphy's Raw. Matter of fact, I've been loving this shit the whole time and I didn't even know it. Let me give this shit a shot. And found out that I was pretty good at it.
That's what happened to me. Not in that same way. But no, because I've always been up on everything comedy, but I never wanted to be a comedian. I didn't even know I didn't even know that was the occupation that you could do, which is weird because I'm watching niggas do it, but it never dawned on me that you could do this too. For me, it was either I'm gonna make it hooping or I'm rapping or something, but I never thought comedy. And then my boy, man. He lost his mind now. He told me he was going to the Improv. Could he get a ride? And I gave that nigga a ride, and I watched him do an open mic, and I had the same. I was like, nigga, what? Right. That's when I started. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how it worked.
Hell yeah. First time. So your first show. You remember who was on your first show?
Damn show. Let's see. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me think back. Comedy Cafe. Ain't even around no more. It's a strip club. It was always a strip club, but it was a comedy club up top and a strip club at the bottom. There was billiards up top in a strip club. Let me see, who was there? Mike Estime was on my first open mic because I had to try 3 weeks to get on. You had to go up and there was like 15 spots and there'd be 40 comics. So you got to get there early enough. So the first week I ain't know no better. I was like number 38.
Right.
And then the second week I was like, I got y'all ass. I was like 22.
Right.
And next week I was like, motherfucker, I'm here early. So I'm like 3. It was Mike Estime was on that show.
Mike been around that long?
He funny, man.
Funny than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Me and Mike started together. Andy Klein, funny white dude from Virginia, was on there. Who from that you might know? King Kadar.
King Kadar was there?
King Kadar, man.
Wow.
King
Shout
Kadar
out to
was
King
on there.
Kadar. Him and Corey kind of beefing right now. Shout out to guy. That's my nigga, King Kadar.
He good dude.
Yeah, he ain't a bad guy, man. I've known him since the first time I ever been on. And there's a couple more that was in that group that obviously gone. But the ones that are still rocking, that's pretty much it. But Donnell will pop through on that group. I remember having my first weekend that I worked was I won open mic. It was an open mic contest, and the winner gets to host the weekend. So that weekend was me hosting. My mentor at the time, which was the fabulous Fat Doctor.
I never heard. Okay. Yeah.
Fat Doctor's Def Comedy Jam legend, first season.
Yeah.
Martin's mentor. A lot of dudes out of DC. He was the godfather of DC comedy, straight up.
Yeah.
So it was me, Fat Doctor, and Chris Rock before he was Chris Rock.
Oh
That
wow.
was my first paid gig ever. He was first year Saturday Night Live, maybe.
So we talking about what, 90, 91?
I don't even remember the year. I don't remember.
Yeah. Wow.
But he wasn't Chris Rock yet. He was.
No.
He was still.
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga was sitting. That nigga was sitting up in the corner on the stairs, chilling by himself. Just wouldn't say nothing to nobody. Just still kind of chill.
Damn.
I'm thug nigga with braids and pistol and shit. I was like, but it was
Man.
fucking right.
Yeah. That's really interesting, man.
Nigga Todd said braids.
Yeah.
That nigga would have took
The Rip Hamiltons.
I was.
Ty, you ever have braids?
No. I rock the ass curl like a motherfucker, man.
You got an ass curl?
Yeah, I had the curl kit.
That's why he balled now and left the kid in too long.
She was looking like Death from the Five Heartbeats.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Them braids fucked everything up.
Man.
So when did it click? Like, when did you start understanding how to even actually build an act? Because I feel like all comics go through a phase where they just kind of trying to figure out what's funny.
I feel like stand up comes in stages. The first 4 or 5 years of stand up, I feel like you learning how to make people laugh. That's just all you doing. You learning how to make people. It's an exercise. You making buckets. You don't give a fuck how you do it. You don't care if you got cursed. You don't care if you got called people bitches in the front row. You don't care if you got to say I'm fucking. Anything to shock value. I took a shit. Anything. Right. That's it. But you just learning the art of controlling the crowd, making people laugh.
Right.
You just figuring that part out, and then you start to learn how to make people laugh by telling them something.
Right.
Then creating albums. Like, all right, they're albums at this point. I'm gonna put a theme, like a great theme, Tambourine, that Chris Rock put together. You know what Tambourine was about? It was about him, his look on the relationships and being grown and doing all of that. He put a theme together and he rocked out. Most comics ain't able to do that till 15 years in the game, because the first 5 or 6 you just learning how to be funny. Then the next 5 or 6 you're learning who you are,
right? So
that people know who, not just remember a joke that you say. That's the first goal. Put a joke out there that everybody always remember. The second goal is make sure they remember your name at the end of it. Like, instead of just having a dope joke, they want to say, I want that joke that so and so did.
Right.
And then that's what the rest of the career has really been about.
Stacking up those memorable bits.
Seeing if you get a memorable bit. I mean, like, I'm blessed. I'm honored every time somebody come. I sat in the room. You sat down and told me what your favorite bit was. You sat down and told me what your favorite bit was. Y'all niggas ain't got to do that.
Right.
It's just something that I put that work in. It was, from damn near getting booed when the jokes start to knowing that the shit's gonna be dope, and to keep rocking it out, to doing it in West Virginia at a fucking country bar, to making sure that it's dope there, to taking it to fucking to DC and a thugged out audience, doing it there and everywhere. So the fact that y'all remember that, it's like that's a check mark to all of the work that it took just to get it good enough that y'all can that it's still here.
Man, that work is a lot of people don't understand that work, man.
They don't get it. They think the joke is just you sit in the back seat and say something dumb for the first time out your mouth. Nah, man, I'm doing this shit.
This shit is science, bro.
You spend more time waiting around for a shot than actually being on stage performing it.
Absolutely.
And that's why joke thievery is such a serious offense. Right. And if you don't participate in this craft and you hear about somebody being a joke thief, that's like molestation in the world of comedy.
It's all bad.
It's all bad. You know what I mean? So, because it's layers. It's years going to a joke sometimes.
Yeah. Right. Real story.
It's years going to a joke.
And especially to me, it gets to the point now with me after these many years, I look at somebody and it's like, if you can do a joke, if you can take my joke and put it in your set, it wasn't for me.
Right.
I ain't talking. It ain't unique enough to my experience.
Right.
You shouldn't be able to do that. And if you do it, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. They're gonna be like, yo, no. That's old boy. It's gonna stick. That don't even sound like you.
Yeah.
Right. And when you're comfortable enough in your lane that you can do that, then you can write for other people. Because I'll never say this. This is not me to do. Right. This is the type of shit that you would like to do.
Right.
So I can write for you all day because that ain't my lane. I'm in my pocket, bro.
That's how I look at shit, man.
Yeah, when my shit fall in my lap, then nobody can fuck with what's in my lap.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who it is. Pound for pound, I don't give a shit. I put any of my best jokes up against anybody else's best jokes. I don't care what it is. It's not a versus. It's my art. It's my art. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what you tell me, that piece of art is a dope piece of art, and it's done exactly the way I want it to be done. And either you love it or you don't.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
What's up?
You remember the first time you bombed?
Oh hell yeah!
What was it? What happened?
Shit, about 2 minutes into my first set. No, dead ass. I mean, all that shit ain't dope. Like my first time ever on stage, I lied and said I was a comedian. Oh, wow. I lied. I was in the Bahamas, and I was like, "Yo, I'm a comedian. Put me up." And it was packed. They were doing karaoke night. I didn't think them niggas gonna put me up. I was like, "I'm a comedian, man. Let me get on stage." And he was like, "Cool, next, coming to the stage." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I just did what I could. I went out there and fucked around, did the little shit that I thought that I knew it would be funny, and that was pretty much it. I had one little chuckle, and rest of that shit, them niggas was staring at me. Yeah. So yeah, bombs happen, man. That's part of growth. That shit don't feel good.
My first bomb. This is the joke I bombed on. I was so early in the game. I said, titty fucking is disrespectful. I said, what did I say?
You bombing right now.
I said something along the lines. I got this girl. She only want me to titty fuck her. That's like inviting me to the house and making me watch TV from the grass.
That's a good joke.
Turn the channel. It bombed like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Some of them shits do, man. Like I remember I bombed. Some of them be circumstance.
Yeah.
Some of them be. I remember my funniest bomb to me. Now nigga, they booed shit out of me. It was so funny. I tell you, it was Ronnie Jordan was there, and Gary On was hosting.
Yeah.
And Ronnie, the king of colleges, he was going up after me. And when I tell you, I went in that joint. It was Hampton University, nigga. I went up there and I was doing just fine. Then I got to the part of the set where I decided to do a Waka Flocka joke. That was when Waka Flocka was hot.
Oh yeah.
Man, I did not. And Waka Flocka was he had just left campus like 2 days ago. He had just killed. Like this was like homecoming weekend. Yeah. And this nigga was the king of the campus. Right, 2 days prior. As soon as I hit that joke, and then I did a skinny jeans joke to back it up. Yeah. Nigga, they boo. I flicked up. There was Waka Flocka t-shirts and skinny jeans all over the goddamn place. I said, y'all niggas got me. My bad.
Circumstance to be a motherfucker.
That's
You never know who in the crowd.
Remember your first bomb, Carmel?
100%.
What happened?
It was at the Laugh Factory. What's the old dude that run the spot? I forget his name.
Pookie.
No.
Jamie Masada.
Masada, yeah. Everyone, oh, Jamie here tonight. Jamie here tonight, sir. You got to kill him. All right. Got up 2 minutes in. I was killing. Jamie walked out. I forgot my set. I was done. I was so focused on trying to perform for someone, not realizing no matter who's there, 1 person, 1,000 people, you need to perform.
Yeah.
I've never been back. Never been back to the Laugh Factory since then.
I heard Bill Burr tell a story about the Laugh Factory, how he didn't get passed up there. He waited in line. He said the Laugh Factory is the reason he went back to New York.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's stupid ass line. That's if bombing like that line make you wait till 2 o'clock in the afternoon to get 3 minutes. Nah. But like bombing, right? Circumstances. On my first big bomb,
everything you do is big. My first big bomb.
You wash that hat in the same washing machine as his headband.
Well, go ahead. Whatever.
Random shots. Niggas be giving compliments. You look nice today. Fuck your chain.
I took a lunch break on stage and they wasn't feeling it. Y'all like turkey sandwiches? What's going on?
This is my big home.
Oh, lunch is too long? Oh, we're going to do nutrition.
You fucked it up.
Speaking of bombing, back to the bomb.
What happened though? What happened?
I was at the J spot, and I had this punchline. It was a new joke at the time, and I sort of forgot what led up to the joke. And I said, "I'm the Al Sharpton of fat people. It just looks like I represent them. I really don't."
Right.
But I didn't know that Al Sharpton was having his Christmas party at that club that night. He wasn't there, but it was his whole office. So everybody that worked for Al Sharpton was in the club. And I saw people go, catch themselves, and then everyone else just look at me.
Mic check.
But I didn't know that Al Sharpton's people was there. So it fucks up to mess the lead up to a joke, and then the punchline be these niggas bosses. That shit is good.
Oh no, man! I learned, like you said, it's circumstantial. One of my first comedic lessons about bombing, or it not necessarily being a joke, it's just the environment and you're not reading the room right. I was at the Ha and they had a black night there about 8-9 years ago, and I went up like 12th. It was a gang of niggas going up that night, but it was still a cracking room though. When I got up, everybody was talking. Nobody would be quiet, and I just started doing my joke. I'm like 2 minutes in, I'm not getting no laughs. So I stopped doing the joke, and I just get in the room, start roasting people. Next thing I know, it's 10 minutes later, the crowd is back. I do the same exact joke. The same joke, word for word, and the joke murders. And that was my lesson. Like, oh, okay, you have to make sure the room is present. You just can't start feeding a motherfucker whose mouth ain't open. Right. Food gonna fall in their lap. You got to get them hungry and ready. You know what I'm saying? It's really a science and an art.
Yeah, you go from dirty in their shirt, to really satisfying their taste buds. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and it's a responsibility making people laugh. So you really got to take that serious on stage and really be focused and tuned in to what's going on. Unless you a D.L. Hughley or somebody like that. Them is legends. People come to see them motherfuckers. They know who they are. Every room is wet and ready when that nigga get on stage. But he earned that position.
He sure did.
How is it? Because that's my favorite comic. Being from L.A., he had ex-Damu. We got a lot in common as far as how he was raised, right? I love D. He called me to kill a nigga right now. Send me to Kanye house, nigga. I got him. All you gotta do is say the word, D. I promise you. I love you, man. But what's at that level? What's the difference between how they worked as opposed to how another comic that's trying to get to that level? Like, what's the difference? What's the difference environmentally and focus wise?
Well, what you can see is the difference of era. Them dudes had a different era to deal with. Like when you're talking about, let's put it in perspective. All right, we got eras that we name by the shows that were dope at the time. You got the Comic View era, you got the Def Jam era. Okay, So we talking about the nigga that hosted Comic View.
Right.
So he's the face of an era. That's the reason why he is who he is right now, because they took that shot on him early. He was the face of an era. Everybody's like, the people in your generation, you guys came up watching the people who were on that show, and those are the people who inspired y'all to become comedians. So with us, it was like, all right, I'm just getting started. This is the prize. The prize is to get on this show. If I can make it to this show, that means I'm one of the top 50 niggas in the world right now. I got a shot at it. If I know I can get to this top 50, I'm dope.
Right.
So it's a difference of era. So we were fighting already to get to the job that he had. And he got an opportunity to go out and tour, go out and sell out arenas, go out and create any type of different thing that he wanted to create. All of those guys in that era, the funniest dude from Jeff Jam and the hosts, whoever would go out on the tour, the funniest Comic View and the hosts, that's who would go out on the tour. So they got to experience something that we never got to experience, because like you always hear, like, this was the era when they was giving out deals. You know what I'm saying? You come in here and get a $500,000 deal and never get a show. Like, that's that era. So that means that they was throwing limos and fucking planes and entourages and all of that. So they've been doing that. So that's all that they really know. So walking into it from a hustler point of view, like where we come from, we walk in and get to see, this is the machine that I would have built if I would have started when you was there, and if I would have sparked off and been dope then. But then what it also does is, like, now that I'm older in the game, I can look at his crew, I look at Said's crew, I look at Russell Peters' crew, I look at George Lopez's crew, and all of them have a little crew of people that they deal with to help make their life easy. And you take little bits and pieces from each one of those, and you make sure that the people around you are representing the same type of people that's in those successful crews if you need them.
Right.
So that's basically what I can get out of that, is seeing it's like, yo, if I would have made it then, this was what I would have been doing now. But it's a whole different animal now. You don't need 5 motherfuckers to walk around with you.
Right.
You don't need, you don't need to go tour and do a big ass joint, because some of these niggas make the bread right here in the studio. They ain't got to never go nowhere. Or if they do go somewhere, they 85 South, and then they got the big fucking fucking arenas and all that goofy shit. It's a whole different type of movement now than it was then, and it just makes you see. To me, it makes me see the big difference. Like I fucks with the independent style, but that's the difference between having the record label get you, and you putting all kinds of shit on your rider to make sure that these niggas respect you, and everything that you can get fulfilled on your rider is a different level of respect. But now we coming from the independent side, to where everything that you put on your rider, nigga, you got to provide for yourself.
Right. That's real shit.
Because I'm independent now, so I ain't got the overhead.
Right.
And the reason why we ridering them to death is because they know they finger fucking us on the other side.
Right.
So now it's like, you're not gonna finger fuck yourself, so you streamline down.
No, I always gonna finger fuck yourself.
2 fingers. That nigga broke his finger. You broke it. You didn't know. Brace in too.
Patient doctor privacy. Huh?
That's great feedback, because what I've learned to enjoy about where I'm at now, choosing this alternative route, and eventually I'll venture and do things more mainstream. Mm-hmm. But what I'm learning to embrace is the fact that I get to build a foundation.
Yeah, this ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. So, because what I notice about the game is that whenever you're really good at something else, people's attention will turn to something else they don't think you could do. Oh, he's a good stand-up, but he can't act. He's a good stand-up and a good actor, but he, so it's always something else. So I get the opportunity to develop that foundation and build it to where, nigga, I could do all this shit.
If you want to.
Yeah, and if I choose not to stop cussing, nigga, I got 1,000 hours of me saying fuck bitches on the internet already, where you can go back and be like, well, nigga, at least this nigga gave me the opportunity to grow with him.
Right.
And that's why I enjoy it, because like I'm giving you an opportunity to grow with me. I'm not acting like I'm somebody I'm not. I mean, there'll be a point where, you know what I'm saying, I may have to tone it down a little bit. I ain't tripping, but right now I'm getting all this other shit out of my system. And that's how I feel like an artist should approach it. It's like, build a foundation, man. It ain't about being perfect. You know, I know niggas who are very talented, and before this Cosby shit, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to be like Cosby, thinking that, you know, they don't cuss and, you know, taking that family route, but they not really understanding the history of Cosby and how he got to the point he was at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a journey he went on to be able to come to that, come to grips with who he became. And that's my next thing, Cosby, man. What do you think about the Cosby situation? Do you think that he was railroaded, or do you think he deserved what he got?
All right, fuck it then. Get me canceled. Craig said, "Fuck the OG." No, put another nigga's IG up while I talk. OTTO bots. So the Cosby situation is kind of weird. Somewhat unpopular, maybe. So it's kind of weird, man. I gotta maybe it's a unique stance. I don't know. But I believe that what's happening to him is the same thing that's happening to old white people. Old white people are having to face the facts on some shit that they did 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
The way that they used to feel about shit 30, 40 years ago, society has decided that shit ain't happening no more.
Right,
and if you're doing it now, you all fucked up. Right. And if we find out you was doing it before and you looked happy with it, we going after you.
Right. Looked happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, dead ass. That's when you senators with blackface on at costume parties. Like, you know, they ain't mean nothing at the time.
Right.
That, you know, we can honestly sit around as all black folks and say, nigga, if you saw a white dude in blackface in 81 at a costume party, you ain't tripping. You know, it's just like, all right, nigga, come on. You know, but it ain't no, all hands on deck type of shit, you know?
Right. So you saying there's no old rooms with senior citizen white men trying to get their niggas off?
I'm sure it is. And I respect an old white man that got that and that's where he lives at and that's where he is. Like, tell me where you at. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I ain't asking nobody to like me. No. And I put that back on the Cosby side. So when Cosby was doing this, yeah, it's fucked up. But look what was happening. Spanish Fly was a song. Right. That was like us hitting mollies today. Right. And that was, so it's like, yeah, is it fucked up to invite some? You know what time it is. And of course, everybody in a position of power know damn well, if I'm trying to get her over here, I'm trying to fuck. It ain't, and when you say you trying to do something, that means that you gonna do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but Spanish Fly mean I don't want to try that hard.
You see what I'm saying?
Steroids of the fuck process. Stop doing it, bitch.
So you get what I'm saying, though, right? So it's like, you know, yeah, he was on some chauvinistic shit, but I know for a fact that there was a lot of people of power doing the exact, you know, like Epstein and all of that shit. All of that shit, that's the same era. It's the same. That's the same niggas doing the same thing. It's just position of power. And Cosby got caught up in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Is it wrong? Yeah, it's wrong. Should the people be mad who got it done to them? Probably so. Right. But, you know, shit, nigga, it happened. He, you know, it is what it is. Do he need to go to jail at 89? No. That, you know, the nigga, that ain't gonna do nothing.
Nah.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna do shit at all. You're right, man. Damn. All right, so to the young comics watching, they see Jay Phillips, they see, I mean, we're always growing, but they see a finished product, they see something that is legendary, you know what I'm saying? What do you say to the young comics that want to end up in a position similar to yours one day? What do you say to them, and how can they get there?
Man, if you're doing it because you love it, then that's just pretty much it. Now, I do this because I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. Now, if I'm not doing something with this, I'm 27 years in the game. I still don't. I don't know what. If I ain't got no dates on the book, nigga, I'm weirded out. If I, you know, pandemic, nigga was like, I panicked. Nigga, I couldn't go to work for 2-3 months. I hadn't been on stage in fucking 2-3 months. I'm on Zoom. Nigga, we all addicted. We found Zoom. Anything that you can do to get on to get this shit out your system, man. And if it falls on you like that, and you put that time in, and you authentic to what you doing, hey man, that should be it. I don't give a fuck about. I love the fact legend, whatever. I ain't feeding into none of that. I'm still grinding. I'm learning from you.
Right.
I called you to come here.
Right.
You dig? It's like, I'm trying to jump in on what y'all doing because nigga, I'm a joke slinger. I love to do this. I gotta get it off, and I feel like if you living from that place, you gonna always get buckets, man. And that's just Jamal Crawford he can get a 10-day contract today.
30 right now.
First
game back, he scored 32.
And that's the way that I feel.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where you put me right now, and the people who play know. You all right, nigga? All of them know. They know. You put me on, nigga. I'm gonna get you a bucket.
Right.
And that's just. And if you need a bucket, holler at your. If you need me to pass you the ball to get a bucket,
right,
I'm there. I can do. You need me to create a play to get you a bucket, then I can do that as well.
But I think all great comedians have that mentality. It's like, because this is a game where you got to serve it first.
Yeah.
Even T.I. is a legendary comic, but he got to serve this craft first.
Yeah.
The greatness that he has as a rapper is unparalleled, a legend, but comedy is one of the truest art forms because the art of it don't give a fuck about how many records you show. You got to serve this first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I enjoy about this craft. I always say, like, nigga, you can't take my brain unless you come up with a surgery where you can take my brain out of my body and put it in yours. What I've developed as a skill set, you can't take that from me.
What's your weird ass brain, Kraig?
You can't finesse your way through it. Hey man, everybody give it up for Jay Phillips, man. Hold on. We're gonna go to the top. Go ahead. Go.
No, I was gonna say, but before Jay goes,
no, you're not leaving. You're not leaving.
I mean, because you're already an accomplished stand-up comic, but you're super, super humble as well. And you didn't even touch on the fact that you're a staff writer, that you've been in commercials, a staple in commercials for years and years and years, and you're in a bunch of motion pictures, and some of them are our favorites, like Semi-Pro and things like that. You didn't even touch on that. I know that your humility has served you, but at the same time, here's a chance to get your flowers and just talk about some of the stuff that you didn't even bring up and nobody brought up.
Well, here's my problem with that. Not even a problem. I think I got scarred early in the game with that. I always ask for advice from folks, and I'll take this. I'll give this as advice to some of the younger cats that's underneath me that might use some of my words as advice. Make sure you apply that advice. Make sure you apply anything that strikes you to you. Make sure you apply it to you, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was really good friends with. When I moved to Los Angeles in 2003, I knew 2 comics that I can call like my friends that I can say, yo, my nigga, how do you get to the improv? Wasn't no GPS. Hey nigga, where's straight up. I had to get directions from niggas. So I had to, you know what I mean? Like, how do you do this? And those 2 people were Corey Holcomb and Kevin Hart. So we would meet down and we would go out places and we'd go bowling and we'd go hang out. I mean, like every night we'd go kick it. We bought bowling balls at the same time. Went gambling, nigga, every night. And I say that to say I was there when Soul Plane hit. That time Soul Plane hit. Then the next thing. Then the next thing. Then the next thing. And I would always ask Kev, like, yo, nigga, what's the deal with this? How do you got all this shit coming out? I'm sitting here bowling with you today, and you just dropped. I hear that another project that you just did is out, nigga. I'm your nigga. Why didn't you say something? Let me support you. Let me give you some love. He's just like, man, I give you this advice, and maybe and this is the advice that I don't know if it's correct or not, but he just said, let people find out what you did instead of going out bragging about it to everybody, because there's certain things that you're going to talk about the people, 1, don't care about, and 2, will never ever see or find. And I kind of took that as, it is kind of dope that when I pulled up on you, it's like, I got me another little movie, a little something. And I always kind of took that as like, maybe that's the way that you're supposed to kind of be. So, yeah, my IMDb, pop my collar. Yeah, my IMDb page is pretty dope. You gotta hit the scroll button. You know what I mean? And that was always a goal with me. First to get on IMDb, and then to get to a level to where you got to scroll down the page to see that I've done multiple things in the business for a while that are legitimately recorded into something that you can't I can't create that bio. That's the universe's bio. So I never really went popping my collar on that type of shit. But I mean, every piece of it I'm celebrating. Semi-pro was one of the greatest experiences in my lifetime, dog. I ain't never been to experience being number 4 on the call sheet on a $55 million movie. Like, them niggas give you everything that you can imagine. They call and wake me up in the morning. They call me on the way to see how bad traffic is, to see what I want to eat. The chef will make you full breakfast and lunch, whatever you want. It's waiting on you when you pull up. Nigga, it's like it's the dopest shit ever. Man. And I've been around to see a whole bunch of things, man, but I feel like when you spike your ball real hard in the end zone, that means it ain't nothing else. This ain't the end of the game, my nigga. It's still third quarter, nigga. Why am I doing the Dion, nigga? I ain't up 20. Nigga, I'm still in this. I ain't no millionaire. I do all right. But I got $1 million in assets, but I'm not a millionaire. I'm not as comfortable as some of your favorite people might be. And until everything is that way, there's no reason for me to spike the ball and dance yet, my nigga. I'm still out here.
Right.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask this question. So
it's gonna be long.
Question trilogy. First part of the question is this.
My question is, working on semi-pro, right? Like in this room, it's a bunch of talent. It's a bunch of people here with different personalities, right? So I'm sure on semi-pro, you got 3,000, you got Will Ferrell, all of them names. Have you ever experienced like ego from somebody that, from somebody on set with you, and then how do you deal with your own ego? Has there ever been a time where you had to check yourself, like, you know what, bro?
Dude, see, as humble as y'all say, some people think I'm an asshole. Yeah. Because certain things I just don't put up with, and they don't understand why. I'll give you an example. This just happened not too long ago, and I didn't mean for it to come off the way it did, but I felt like I wasn't being respected as a comic the way that I'm supposed to be respected. I went and did a show. And normally I put, I ain't no big baller, but when I'd like to fly on American, and I'd like to stay in the Marriott. I don't think that's too much to ask.
No, hell no.
That ain't too much to ask. I want to fly on American and get me in a Marriott. I know that everything's gonna be at least decent. So I get to the spot, and these niggas got me in the Best Western. So I'm like, yo, man.
No context.
I mean, look, I hate to sound prissy right now, and it was like, yeah, but this is a dope Best Western. It's right around, it's close. The club uses it all the time, and I hear all that. But I don't normally stay at Best Western, and I'm not asking you to stay in a place that is above my means. I normally stay in the Marriott, and the person, I was like, you have been to my home before. I'm not in a 2-bedroom apartment in the hood. My nigga. I got a pool, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my Marriott, goddammit. And it came off arrogant as fuck, and I know it did. But there comes a point in time where you got, it's like, man, nah. I did those Holiday Inn days. I did those sleeping in the cars. I did those. Hey, my nigga, we both on the show. Let's split a room. I did all that. Yeah. Nigga, that was 15, 20 years ago. And if I go back, then I go back.
You're trying to go back. And speaking of that, like, you were on the Fat Tuesdays documentary.
Yeah.
Man, talk to us about
I knew he was gonna ask a question where size was in it.
I'm with it.
You got that chain from Richie back then. He bought that chain for you.
Two aluminum crosses.
Yeah,
Like Ricky said, Craig, take one of mine. Take one of mine.
that nigga Todd said he got on 2 aluminum crosses. Talking about fraud. That's my foil piece here, man. I shaped it myself.
Shiny.
Get all my Reynolds red.
Hold on, he got a big question for you.
All right, I'm with it.
That was funny, Shinbad. Talk to us about that era, like that whole the whole tripping on Tuesdays era, because you know that was a special era for comedy. That was a dope documentary, and you were around on that time. Like,
Right. So gotta get that one right. It's not Tripping on Tuesday.
that was Fat Tuesday.
That was Fat Tuesday.
Was Tripping on Tuesday.
Tripping on Tuesday was the incarnation of it that went on after which Chris and Giroux and all of them did.
Yeah.
Now, excuse me, we have a problem using the word fat sometime, but Fat Tuesday.
So Fat Tuesday was that was a dope time because, to be honest with you, like the Tory brothers, they helped me out when it came to being out here, because I'd worked. There's been certain people who I'd worked with before I moved to LA. I was close to headlining before I moved to LA, okay. So I'd worked with everybody already. And Joe I had met because I did his alma mater school. I performed at Lincoln University, and that's a tough fucking school. I mean, it was one of those. It was black college. It was fucking jamming. I mean, it was a big concert. Joe Torre was one of the hugest comedians ever, and he's alumni there. He's a Q, one of the most famous niggas on the thing, and he was also bully mentality. That's how Joe rolled. You know what I mean? And me and him always had a cool little standoff because he would try to bully, and I would smile and laugh at the nigga, right? Because I don't, just like, go ahead, nigga. I ain't worried. If we got to rumble, we got to rumble. But I ain't worried. It is what it is. And he loved that about me. Yeah. So he was like, all right, nigga, you headlining my shit. And I was like, all right, nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I smashed it. And not everybody apparently had done well at his school. And from that point on, him and Guy always fucked with me. So when I moved to LA, Joe was like, yo, the nigga dope. And I met Guy, and we kicked it off. And from that point on, I would just pull up, just like we all pull up to like the Comedy Union and the Improv on Monday nights and all of that. I'd pull up over there to...
Fellas, I'll introduce you guys.
Huh?
It's me.
Okay. This nigga out of weird.
I thought James Brown was coming in. I'd like to introduce to you the oldest motherfucker on the way.
Anything with ass and titties, I don't just lose his mind.
I got Poppy Sheezy. Poppy Sheezy.
All right.
I'm sorry, continue, please.
Oh shit, I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, right. You're talking about the Dorian.
Oh, the Fat Tuesday joint. So Fat Tuesdays was just it was a spot where it was like what I compare it to is I compare it to like how chocolate sundaes can get. Yeah. You know, like on certain nights you can go in chocolate sundaes and look up top in the balconies and you'll see, whoever up there. It could be, there's no need to name drop. We're in Hollywood, but it could be B-list, A-list, sitting right up there at any time on a chocolate sundae. Yeah. It was like that times 5 on Fat Tuesdays. Like it was the spot that all of the Hollywood people would go just kick it. Yeah. So it would be legitimately all of the athletes that's flying in to play ball, all of the black actors and actresses, like all of the big ones. Everybody, it would just be there. You kicking it with Regina King and fucking Arsenio got a booth with Johnny Gill and all of the you know what I'm saying?
Shut up, nigga.
I know.
Shut up.
I know where it's coming. I know it. I threw y'all an alley-oop, goddammit. Ain't nobody trying to know anyone feeling that. I know anyone feeling that. I threw y'all an oop. Fuck you doing with He was there the next week. So it was just dope, though, man. What it did is it mixed you into that. It mixed you into that crew. So that I think that helped. I think that helped a lot of people who were good at comedy in that era become friends with a lot of the people who were the big dogs of that time.
Yeah.
So it gave us a dope connection. So now, you know, I'm friendly with a lot of people instead of just being fans. And it taught me how to introduce myself. The biggest thing that I got out of Fat Tuesdays is it taught me how to introduce myself to somebody that I'm a fan of.
Let's
go through that process.
Talk about it.
Because, like, you know, we all fan. You know, I don't care who you are. We all got somebody who we a fan of.
Right.
And it's a matter of how you conduct yourself when you are a fan. Because people want you to be real people. And, you know, now that I've had people become a fan of mine, I know what's comfortable and not comfortable. So it taught me how to, you know, interact with folks like that. Give them their flowers straight up. And then get out the business and figure it, and that's it. You know, hey man, you dope as fuck. Love what you did in that. What you got going on? You want to get a cigar? Let's go smoke one. Let's go have a drink. Let's go. Right. You know, now you on man shit. Now you on regular people shit. Yeah, so it taught me how to get in and get out. Flowers quickly. And let's go. Let's live today.
Yeah.
Like Q said, shake your hand, make it a firm shake, and keep.
No, because ain't nothing worse than that motherfucker that just be smiling at you for a long time. I'm like, I know you don't mean bad, but nigga, this is weird, my nigga. You been smiling at me for 10 minutes, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That's great. That really freaked me out. Like I couldn't do. I couldn't do the success that Kevin and Dave and all of that got, because I'm around those guys and I see, like, I was in Vegas with Kevin, nigga, it's 30 people are surrounding us to walk us to get places. Like movies. Right. The bar. Like the regular shit. All right, we're going down to the lobby. All right, nigga. And oh shit, I got cameras. And it's like, nigga, no, man. Let me go to Ralph's. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me stop at McDonald's or some shit. And I didn't taste it on that level, but I've tasted enough of it to know that, yo, this shit is weird, nigga. It's like I'm in a room full of people that everybody in here know everything there is to know about me, and I know nothing about you. And the old school nigga in me come out, the nigga that used to be quiet and make sure that I read the room properly. And it's like I'm reading the room, but these niggas got the drop on me.
Your mother went to Fordham University, right? Nigga, how the fuck did you? Yeah, niggas know shit about
you don't like strawberries. Don't give them strawberries.
Right. It's like, nigga, how you know? It's weirdo shit. So it's really weird. But I'm glad I'm honored to be in that space to at least see it.
Right.
To know whether or not I can fuck with it or not. Some people, like, they grow in that energy.
Yeah. Right.
Some people grow in that energy. Not me. I don't need that. I'm cool. I'm cool with being really respected and paid.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it's got to be harder too with this new era, man, with these new guys and shit, because you got motherfuckers like Otto and shit out here, you know, tough looking dude.
Turn the trouble up.
You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking
I blew a speaker. I blew the amp. This is what it is.
Yeah, but you got it's different kind of people out there, period. So I mean, you got different kind of fans and shit. You know, niggas like Otto stare at you and from across the room, you don't know whether he want to fight you or fuck you. You just like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta differentiate between them type of motherfuckers, man. So
it's Illuminati real.
I don't know. If it is, I ain't found them niggas. Yeah, I mean, I'd look at the pamphlet. I would look at the pamphlet, nigga. There's some successful niggas out there.
Some shit don't make no sense. Some shit I'm like, how did that happen?
It's like it's math, huh? Let me check this out.
Ty, what you got for us? Oh, you got.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, man. So when I first started comedy in like 2004, right, I just wanted to be like my big cousin Griff and, you know what I'm saying, do comedy, but I got a chance to host at the Comedy Store. and it was Crack 'em Up Thursday, and Jay Phillips came in. I remember Nichelle being juiced, like, yo, we got Jay Phillips. I didn't know who he was, but that was the first time, and all the people who do comedy, who've seen comedy, know that when somebody hit the stage and everything just goes up another notch. He was the first person I seen do that, take it up that next notch.
Yeah, that's
dope.
it.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's it.
It's definitely an honor, but it's like it's a weird space to be in because I fucks with the classes coming up. I've always fucked with y'all. Always.
You've always been hella cool.
Always. But then I know on the side, I know that there's a side eye when I walk in the room when y'all trying to get on stage. I already know, and I try to be as light as I can with it because I understand that I've been there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we all try to strive for the opportunity to be able to have your talent speak loud enough that when you walk in, even without asking, can I participate? That people already expect you to participate, and two are kind of like, God damn it, now I can't go.
Right.
And I never wanted that energy from nobody, but and y'all would ask me all the time, you going up? Like,
You did make it cut niggas stage time a few times.
Yeah,
when I was at the comedy game, ends would come like, Jay Phillips just walked in, so I need you to tell the next guy up. He has 3 minutes instead of 7. That shit happened a few times.
Yeah.
You walk up in
Good.
there,
I needed mine. I needed it.
Nah, some of the vets is ruthless though.
Yeah, you weren't ruthless.
I never took it personal. Shit, that's the game, nigga.
Part of it.
Yeah.
If Jordan show up to the hoop court and he ain't got to wait the next game, nigga, you home now. Matter of fact, if you want to enter the game now, and we drop it, nigga, come on.
Score 6-12, Mike. You gotta wait. It's 6-12.
That's the game.
I mean, it happened to me, so I didn't like the way it felt when it happened to me.
Who bumps you? First person to bump you was like, motherfucker.
It was at Fat Tuesdays.
Okay.
At Fat Tuesdays, and he talked shit about it.
Oh, man.
Fuck it though. J. Anthony Brown did that shit to me. And that's what I said. I was like, nigga. But
he booked comments. He booked at his own club. He up next to J Spot. The J, I'm just gonna do 5 minutes. 45 minutes later, that nigga still on stage.
See, this was before he had a club and all that. And Jay was fish grease hot. You know what I mean? Like straight up, he was hot as hot. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm next. I'm behind the stage. Behind the curtain. The curtain on the main room. I'm back there just kicking it. And guy go out. And the guy walked out. He walked past me without going through the middle part. He walked through the side jump this time. He was just like, my bad, yeah. And then went out there. Come to the stage, special guest. And dropped J. Anthony Brown. Everybody, oh, dope. All right, I'm sitting back there and I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. He came back and he was like, he only gonna do 5.
That motherfucker did 55.
That nigga was up there at the 10-minute mark. He said, I know there's another comic back there waiting on me to get off right now. Yeah, but fuck that.
That's funny.
I was like, all right. All right, motherfucker, that's what's up. I pulled the brick out that goddamn room right after he got off stage, too. Fuck that. Now you see why I'm going up too, nigga.
Yeah, straight up.
I took that personal, but not personal in a personal way against them. I took that as in like if you talk shit to Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like if you tell Kobe I got you locked up and it's the first quarter. I took it like that. I was like, you ripped. That's what's up.
That was cute.
That's what's up. Yeah, let's go though. You know what I mean? And that's the way I took that. So it is what it is. But I always wanted to say that I'll be seeing y'all face when I walk in like this nigga.
Yeah, man, Todd.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
All right, man. Sports, man. We're gonna start with sports entertainment, man. Rest in peace to Scott Hall, man. Razor Ramon, man.
Razor Ramon.
Wolfpack for life, man. NWO, man. A lot of people don't know, man, that the Wolfpack, you know what I'm saying? They had C Murder do their entrance, man. And in the Wolfpack, C Murder did that song. I just want to name a couple of wrestlers that was out there down with the Wolfpack, man. Mr. Perfect, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Diesel, Lex Luger, Miss Elizabeth, man, they all was in the Wolfpack with Scott Hall, man. He revolutionized the sport, man.
Let me tell you something, Elizabeth.
You take Do you fuck with Scott Hall or Razor Ramon?
Razor Ramon.
Scott Hall.
No, Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon.
The NWO? Yeah,
Razor Ramon was the greatest intercontinental champion ever. I never made the real champion.
Yeah, I'm fucking with the bad guy, bro.
When he was in NWO, he was still Razor Ramon. Like I saw, hey, that's Razor Ramon. I'm like, Scott Hall.
Yeah, to me, he was still Razor Ramon in black. Razor Ramon wearing black now. He's still the toothpick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shout out.
How scary of a name is Scott Hall?
Not very
Scott Hall beat Scott Hall's ass. But Razor Ramon fucking with Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon.
Razor Edge fucking around with Scott Hall thinking that shit.
Vince know what he was doing.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Razor.
Rest in peace.
That's right.
But,
What else you got for us?
next up, man, a lot of scoring's been going down, man, in the NBA, man. Trae Young dropped like 46.
47.
47 extra point. I'm gonna cheat him out his point.
Yeah.
And then Karl Anthony Towns, man, dropped 60.
Did he?
Yeah, he dropped 60.
Wow.
The last one was a 3 deep. So shout out to Karl Anthony Towns and scoring going down. And LeBron dropped a couple of them 50 burgers out there. So
You dropped a couple?
Couple of them things, man. 56. Then he dropped 50. LeBron's doing his thing. Lakers getting popped, but LeBron's doing his thing.
So,
KD dropped 52. Yeah.
are the Lakers still going to the championship, Todd?
Jason Tatum dropped 50.
Excuse me, Stats. What's that?
Are the Lakers still going to the championship, in your opinion?
Yeah, shit.
This year?
This year, yeah.
Okay.
You can see it. I put my $10 bet down. I get back $330 if they win. So yeah.
Faithful to the end.
Till it's over.
Hold on, the Scott Hall thing. Favorite wrestler of all time?
Man, I gotta either go with probably Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
Probably Ultimate Warrior.
You know them conscious niggas gonna eat your ass up.
Because of Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah, nigga.
He was a racist motherfucker.
So it's all over.
All them niggas is racist. But shit, I mean, hey, I was a kid when WrestleMania 6 to me was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. When Hulk Hogan walked over and gave him the belt. Man, we talked about that all day at school the next day. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. We got in trouble in school talking about that.
They on 38 shots.
He had the feathered mullet. Nigga, come on.
Favorite wrestler of all time?
Man, I mean, I always say Shawn Michaels. I'll be like, what? Who?
I hated Shawn
Michaels, man. HBK was the shit, man. I fucked with him tough. D-Generation X, all that kind of shit.
I never forgave him for breaking up the Rockers.
Marty Jannetty.
When he keeps Marty Jannetty, man.
Yeah, send him to class. I fucked with Shawn Michaels.
Right, wrestling historian too.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Animal from the Road Warriors.
George the Animal Steel?
No, Animal from the Road Warriors.
What a wrestler! Fuck yeah,
Yeah, Hawk and Animal, goddamn. Animal was my goddamn man.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
Otto, favorite wrestler.
It was Junkyard Dog. Hey, low key, go Dustin. Go Dustin kick somebody motherfucker. But for a long time, Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog and
Junkyard Dog is dope.
because he was like the first black, popular wrestler, like straight like African American black. Now like Jimmy Fly Snooker was he's mixed. You know what I'm saying? He got good nigga. Junkyard Dog had a motherfucking
Chain
DJ show chain around his neck, and he was hard. And he hung out with Hulk Hogan.
Carmel.
Oh, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's a good one.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Maybe who your favorite wrestler?
I'm gonna go for Hulk Hogan.
Dropping the N-word with the hard
Right?
Davey Boy Smith, man. Davey Boy Smith from the British Bulldog.
Oh yeah, British Bulldog was dope.
Yeah.
Who was yours?
I'm probably either the Undertaker or Triple H. Triple H is my nigga. I had to go Triple H. Yeah, Triple H, hands down. Triple H. Yeah. He's the villain. The villain that you had to
fuck with The Rock too. I fuck with
The Rock was gonna be because Ultimate Warrior because I was a kid. But
Yo.
I started watching wrestling again because of The Rock.
Yo.
I got to go. See, y'all drop. He dropped 2. You can't drop 2.
Triple H.
My second one, straight up of all time, it might be number 1, is Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair was the greatest. He's still pimping to. I follow that nigga on IG right now.
Nobody.
He was a cold.
You know he smashed
Ain't nobody.
Berry.
Oh yeah, he did.
He should have. I've been driving limos, wearing gold chains, robbing Mercedes Benz, and having mansions for years. Woo! That nigga was Cash Money Millionaires before it was.
That was a smooth motherfucker right there.
Motherfucker was dope, baby.
Who talk more shit, The Rock or Macho Man?
The Rock.
More the Macho Man.
I would say Macho Man talk more shit, but The Rock was the best shit y'all were watching.
Macho Man is
Rock's the greatest of all time shit.
Buster Rhymes of wrestling, man. Wow, he's one of a kind. Ooh, brother. Memorable, man. Rest in peace.
Bro, ain't nobody say Stone. Nobody said Stone Cold.
He be on his tippy toes.
Elizabeth, get me something to drink.
He was on a Molly.
Outside of my childhood shit with the Hulk Hogan and the best era was the Rock and Stone Cold. Like
The Rock shit.
To like
The Rock,
99.
Stone Cold,
That Rock Stone Cold rivalry.
Yeah,
Nigga,
all that.
When that nigga Stone Cold had a beer truck and came down and shot Vince McMahon with a thing of beer, that shit was fucking great.
You watching wrestling at 17? You ain't get no pussy, huh?
I started watching it again.
43.
Nigga, you're 82.
I would say outside of Hogan slamming Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah.
It's when Zeus showed up.
Oh.
Zeus, yeah.
The wrestling was real right there. That's what happened.
No holds barred. I thought he killed Hulk Hogan. In that movie, he was like,
You thought it was just a movie, and then all of a sudden, wrestling come on the next day. This nigga is on the show.
They
Like,
broke that fourth wall, man. I'm like, what?
Then the nigga showed up at Kraig house.
Last thing I got, man, is this motherfucker, the GOAT, fucked around and unretired on y'all ass. Tom Brady. Yeah, he unretired and he said, I'm going back to the Bucks. So the NFL is on notice. Tom Brady is back out there. And shout out to Russell Wilson going to the Denver Broncos.
Yo, they say they're trying to trade. They talking about trading him to the Niners. They saying that's why he came back, so they could trade him over there to the 49ers for a package.
You trade Tom Brady.
Well, he's coming back.
That's what he wants.
He was supposed to come back. He was talking about coming back and just going straight there, but he decided to come back and go to the Tampa Bay Bucks.
No, you better trade that nigga.
Trade Tom Brady.
You ain't got no future.
They're not gonna win next year.
Man.
He ain't elite, but he's 59, nigga. What the fuck?
Playing like he's 27.
Yeah, but get something for him.
Yeah, some draft something for him, man.
I think trading for draft picks is overrated. You never know what these motherfuckers gonna turn out to be.
I want a proven product.
Yeah, proven product. Give me somebody who actually can get us to the promised land versus some motherfucker out of Appalachian State.
Really?
Well, I gotta be
You better get somebody better than Appalachian State.
I'm just saying,
Why can't it be JSU?
That's where he went. He went to Appalachian.
No, why can't it be JSU? I went to JSU
JSU, okay.
and West Virginia Tech
Well, North State University.
and PCC.
It was a real college. Shout out to y'all.
But the worst part about Tom Brady coming back though is the dude who got his last touchdown pass.
Oh yeah, brought the ball.
Because some dude sold it 500,000.
Yeah,
500.
Somebody got 500,000 to buy it on a football. That's just funny as hell. That lost all his
He got another
That's funny to
500,000.
me.
He probably
He got more 500,000 to spend.
He'll be alright.
Can't they insure those purchases?
I don't know. I ain't never thought about doing no dumb shit like that.
Nigga do $500 every day. He be alright.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go to a break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, fuck this. Nigga, turn the gun off.
Old ass men get fucking body slammed. Yo, cause my name is Show. And this old ass nigga know Taekwondo. And I hit him up like Pac. Old ass nigga put you in the fucking 4-leg lock. Yo, and I'm getting at your crew. Who the fuck you fucking with them fucked up shoes? My name is Show, yeah, you up the closet. Old ass nigga need a blood deposit.
DJ Show over here with his brand new wear, even though it look cocaine on the outside, but it's dark brown doodoo on the inside.
It's doodoo on the inside. Smell like voodoo on the inside. Boo-boo on the inside. Voodoo on the inside. Smell like boo-boo on the inside. A little voodoo on the inside. Kind of like boo-boo on the inside.
Yeah. You wear that shit every day, 375 minutes. They got a motherfucking big brown stain in it on the back and down the arm. This shit look like a boo-boo farm on the inside of his sweater. Oh man, it looks like a brown love letter.
Yo,
big boo-boo,
yo,
chicken boo-boo.
Yo.
All the boo-boos. Mike boo-boo, rat boo-boo, bird boo-boo, cow boo-boo, and dog boo-boo, crow and log boo-boo.
Monkey boo-boo, snake boo-boo, chihuahua boo-boo.
Yo, my name is Show. When I stay on the page, I ain't about the old ass nigga. Your beard look like sage.
Actually, your beard look like sage. More so, mug work, you jerk.
Broke ass nigga on crystal. Fucking braids look some fake ass mystical. I don't care what you dirty ass bum. Nigga ate the crumbs.
It's okay, nigga, wet your tongue, cause your lips is cocaine white, like your throwback sweatsuit with the Jordans on. Not the Richard Does. Boo-boo on the inside. Boo-boo on the inside.
Yeah, boo-boo on the inside. Yeah, boo-boo on the inside. Dirty like some doodle-doodle on the inside.
What's up, this Chili Baby, the legendary gospel gangster. Check me on Kraig Facts on Pharcyde TV, episode 198. Yeah, boy, West.
You know what it is, man. Worldwide in the building. AD Worldwide. I'm here today on Kraig Facts. Tune in.
Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember. Yeah. Cause my girl threw away the roses I just sent her. Oh. She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender. Hey. I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender. Man, where did you get your bartending degree at? The DeVry Institute? Man, hey, that last drink that you made tasted like a strawberry Huxtable. Let me find out you up in here making cosmopolitans. You got to be the worst bartender that I've ever encountered. Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember. Yeah. My girl threw away the roses I just sent her. Oh. She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender. Hey. I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender. Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember. Yeah. My girl threw away the roses I just sent her. Oh. She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender. Hey. I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender. man, why was that last drink you made so spicy? Like, it didn't have to be that spicy. You in here making ghost pepper daiquiris, you know what I'm saying? Habanero margaritas. And was that last drink supposed to have pumpkin seed shells in it? Man, what is I need to speak to your supervisor, man. What is his extension? Cause I don't even know. What was that last drink you made? What you call that? A Dasani? A Arrowhead Mountain Spring water? Good drinks is hard to find around here, boy. I tell you, man. That drink that you just made tasted like a teriyaki chicken bowl. Your drinks is in here tasting like power steering fluid.
Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
My girl threw away the roses I just sent her.
Oh.
She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender. Can you pour me up a cup? I won't remember.
Yeah.
My girl threw away the roses I just sent her.
Oh.
She caught me flirting with a bestie by the blender.
Hey.
I'ma keep on drinking and blame the bartender.
Well, I'm your host, Uncle Todd, and this bartender here is somebody need to put a C- in the window when you come up here to get a drink from this dude, because I seen him back here making gin and penicillins.
Some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. When I buy it, you buy it, but ain't nobody selling shit. Jealous of the fetishes when ownership's the medicine. Do the things that boomerang so you can leverage it. Shit gets hairy, be a wig and get ahead of it. Miss, you say you bored, we not on one accord. Arguing and fighting, damn near mopping up the floors. That lesbian sex shit ain't free. She gon' have to pay you, cause you got to pay me. And we keeping this in order. Can't be a dime without the rest of my quarter, cause I'm never there, sorta. Before me, it was a bunch of weird niggas around you hobby shop till I broke the board, I'm karate chop. And I'm really not into violence, interpretate the silence as prizes. And I'm really more into vibing, you perpetrating Simons or Hymens. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. My neighbor Dan lost some weight, but he ain't came too far. Hit that alarm 1,500 times a day trying to show you his car. And we both know he's proud of it. Go off and dance some of that clam and watch him chowder it. Cause you could be with the miss, but without a bitch. The with is the money and without is the glitch. You're paying her to leave, if she breathe, you should trip. Miami, the Grammys, New York, a trip. I'm searching for emotion, but all I know is logic. She wants to be my girlfriend, I show her like my closet. Cause we could be close and yet still remain strangers. Leave that where you from shit to them gangbangers. I'm highly advanced, the message in the dance. Some of y'all wear the skirts while those of us wear the pants. You wanna know the difference? It's really not explicit. It's when a nigga talk to his bitch, shut up and listen. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd.
Believe that. Grinding before I get it. Bring my niggas with me, ain't no limits to the ceiling. Out here touching digits. Hoes showing love, but please don't catch no feelings. Riding with that thumper while I'm thumbing through these millions. Hunting to feed my children. Lying in the jungle, all I do is fucking kill shit.
What up, my man? What's your name and where y'all from?
Oh man, you know it's Jay Hub from Compton.
Okay, that's what's up. What's your name? Where you from?
And Walt, man, I'm from the IE, baby. That's how we roll.
Yeah, IE's a big ass area. What part?
I grew up in Ontario.
All right, cool.
That 909 life, baby.
Oh, that 909 life.
Yeah, man.
So what y'all about to get this game on? What's on the line? What's the stakes?
We can do 1,000 a game.
1,000 a game.
Oh, run 3 games. Run 3
You
games.
got that much space?
Whatever half man
3 games?
slash amazing player coach. What are you doing?
Hey man, Marley came out with your victory, won the bet. That's the 3K. Look, if you got a squad, man, sign up, hit that inbox, man. You can come play.
Last 2 games was overtime too.
Oh yeah, they both.
Last 2 games they cheated us a little bit.
You can win another way, man.
Playing the ref, man. You ain't take my money next time, though. I guarantee that one, though.
Hey, this next competitor, man, one of my partners, man. I want y'all to make some noise for Big Ja. I think we OD'd, clear the air like some trees. Hey, what's going on, Big Ja? What's going on, brother? Yeah. Man, tell us what you about to do to your competitor, man.
About to stump a mud hole in his confidence, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to beat him down, man. I'm a dominologist. I do this.
Hey, man. Tell the world where they can find you.
Big Ja, 2 G's, BIGGJAH, all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, all that.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, man, let's roll. Let's get ready to rumble, man. Yeah, let's make it noise. Yeah. All right. Our next competitor, man. Man, this is one of my close partners, man. Got much love for him. Y'all give it up straight from Moreno Valley, Mobile, California. Y'all give it up for Lunch the General. Really not into violence. Interpretate the silence as prizes. What's going on, Lunch?
How you doing, man?
Chillin', man. Man, tell these people what you about to do to your competitor.
I'm about to hit this nigga with a rock. This big ass nigga, David and Goliath type of shit. I'm gonna rock and hit that nigga. You know what I'm saying,
That's right, man. Tell the world where they can find you.
Check me out, Lunch the General. That's Lunch, THA General, Spotify, Apple Music, IG, and wherever else. Pornhub too, if it's on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Check me out.
Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get Hey, man, rules. Games to 100, 400. All right? If somebody calls bogey, that's 50 points, but you gotta call the bogey if they play bogey. All right? And, yeah, games to 100. Let's rock.
Mine's right here. Why?
400.
Bam.
Let's do it.
Somebody gotta watch this.
Go ahead and do that. I'm like my man, my first and last time watching this. I'm allergic to the soap around this motherfucker. Let's go.
Nigga look like he a little ashy. He allergic to soap. This motherfucker. Here we go.
Yo, set his big ass up. Whoa.
We go. Get them kids at the street. They crying.
Big 6 to the bowl.
Yeah, man, ain't got it.
I don't got it. Big 5.
I ain't got that either.
Big 4.
Oh, no.
Big 3.
All right, boom.
Don't get no points.
Not yet. I'm working on it, though. Setting it up. Yeah.
Break down, huh?
Boom.
Damn, like that. Like that.
Yes,
I'm getting knick-knack.
Oh, Patty White. Patty White.
Give a dog a bone.
Give me John the ball.
Let me get the same thing.
Oh, man.
Plus 5.
10 to 5. 10 to 5.
Okay,
Y'all forget to mention.
Ooh.
Take it. He running away. I see it.
Serious.
Yeah,
serious though.
Serious. You got no fire, huh? I see you run away. Don't put it like that. I'm gonna do it like that.
Treachery.
Go ahead and do it like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it like that.
It's all right.
We're gonna get it like that.
Boom.
Oh,
that way.
Oh,
Like
wow.
the
Yeah, bring it back there.
Let him down like that.
Okay.
Lay him down like that.
Yes, sir. Look at that. Ain't nothing. Wait, I'm setting it up.
15? Oh my God. Domino.
You got 10. Oh, my bad, my bad.
Oh, man.
Strong, nigga, strong. Yeah.
10 more. What's that, Doug?
30 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Ja got 10, Lunch got 30.
For right now. Right now.
It's lunch.
Right now, it's all good.
It's lunch. Let's eat.
Let's eat
Let's
then,
eat. It's lunch. Let's eat.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There go one. I like when this is
I'll give you the first one.
What my man say? Make sure they hot. Make sure they not so hot. Something like that.
Yup.
Fire some pans and all that shit.
Yep.
The tree they crying. Y'all booty my hand is at home and shit. Yeah, it's all good. Told you my shit
40 to
booty.
10. 40 to 10.
I'm knocking already.
Hold
My
on.
shit
Oh,
booty.
wow.
Don't grab too many, though. Don't
Oh,
let
booty.
wow.
Hold on,
I
man.
pull bullshit.
Don't grab too many.
It's all good.
I don't like too many, motherfucker. I don't like too many.
Wait.
Oh, they're going. I ain't start slapping yet because I ain't really putting it down yet.
What's this, less than 0?
40 to 10. Lunch got 40, Ja got 10.
Come on, John, say it ain't
It's
so.
all good. It's all
man.
good.
I really didn't like that.
Uh-huh.
Chinchon?
Oh, we out the house. 50
I told
to
you
10.
my hand booty, my nigga.
50 to 10.
My shit trash right now.
Oh.
That way.
I don't like what he's saying, though, really. I don't like that.
Let me get an opening. Let me get an opening, my nigga.
Side of the house.
Dime!
There we go.
That
There
way.
we go.
Yeah, that's bigger than
Good play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said don't let me get an opening.
Same dime.
Okay.
Same dime.
60 to 20.
That's cool. Get back over there, my nigga.
Hey, oh.
Adolescent, R. Kelly.
Oh, my God.
R. Kelly, adolescent.
Okay.
Adolescent. R. Kelly. I got them up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, buddy.
R. Kelly. Bump and grind.
He need 10 to go. It's 90 to 20.
Let's go.
Hey, he is king. Hey, yo, John.
Hey, my hand was trash from jump though, and niggas at home gonna see it. Y'all watch this, y'all gonna see my hand was trash from the jump. But I'm a savage. I'ma still rock with it.
Did you get 7?
Here's the bigger ass.
Ooh, wait, it's money.
There's some money out there. Definitely some money out
It's
there.
a biblical.
Hey, I'm still over here. I'm still bullshit.
There's some money out there.
This is a personal aspect. Arsenal. What you doing?
Do I need to go, Greg?
This is a biblical.
Do I need to go?
It is Sunday. David and Goliath. Let's call it.
What scoreboard?
90 to 20.
Oh, yeah. He is kicking your ass to the max.
Hey, fuck all that, nigga.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
It's all good.
baby. Get him up out of here.
Oh, that's my ass, nigga. Okay.
I had to domino, man.
It's bad dealing. You shoulda took your bitch ass home and been rich. All that high signing you doing, nigga.
Yes, sir. It's your boy lunch. Y'all know how to get it. How I get it. It's lunch. Let's eat.
I'm about to be outside like this, nigga.
Hey, Y'all get this big nigga, man. I need 10 niggas to get this big nigga, man. It's your boy Lunch. IE finds Moval, baby. Y'all know I get down. Let's eat.
Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all watch and subscribe. If I owe you something, you can get it from God, nigga. God, God, God!
You don't knock me out like you used to. Are you knocking another bitch out? What bitch are you knocking out? Why don't you knock me out no more?
Now we in counseling because I...
They know me over there. The gangsters call me Square, but ain't nobody running up Ric Flair airs. Fake fight, rape type, test them hairs. DNA will pray, extend pairs. Cut off too many niggas wearing Jordans. Equal testimony recording, so run off and go get fly and kill them all like COVID guy. Cause every real nigga knows it's why. Black is beautiful to me, this is all I see. It helps my cheek. No more buying bricks, I only buy IPs. The jack a man gon' starve and need to buy IVs. I'm not a street nigga, that's repeat nigga for defeat nigga. I got a Kevin Hart, so let me explain. This black on black is bum clothes, we need a change. So lighten up a tad bit and laugh at my pain. Hey, I'm talking to you, bitch, pour me a drink. This woman is cute and this one here need a shrink. I see it all coming, so I know when to blink. Take a bump with this white girl, so you know what to think. Or get slapped with a loose glove and then hang up a mink. I'm not a pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know shit well if I owe you something, you can get it from God. Brother, you're a god and it's my favorite earth. At war with these mortals, never wage your thirst. Make her taste it first. Finger dipped and slurp. If pussy smelled like a gator burp, that's where danger lurks. Look, man, Lena's damn near head round, hit the brakes and pause. You are not a tough guy. Those withdrawals cause nausea to body aches, closing walls. Pistols pop for addiction, exposed to cause. Throwaway shooter, you'll be dead in a week and I'll be in Bermuda. Coded calls, easy puller, leave if not constructive. Nearly fuller and forklift courtship. Unload your problems and force fit chords. You can't talk while I'm talking. She likes to spend money. Dorset, poor chick, surprise her with financial advisor. Foreign cage, I'm talking to you, bitch, pour me a drink. This woman is cute and this one here need a shrink. I see it all coming, so I know when to blink. Take a bump with this white girl, so you know what to think. Or get slapped with a loose glove and then hang up a mink. I'm not a pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know damn well if I owe you something, you can get it from God.
Versatility. You could be a better all-around player and not be a better player.
That's true.
That's true. You can.
Yeah, because LeBron's a better all-around player than Jordan, but Jordan's better.
Odom better than Kobe Bryant.
But he's a better all-around player.
I'd rather have Kobe on my team.
LeBron Matt did more all-around. LeBron played all 5 positions.
I can't lean on
we back on?
Yeah, like I can lean on Kobe.
You said what?
I can't lean on.
Hey, you know it's back on.
Like I can lean on.
We're back on?
Yeah. We're back on. Okay. Look, Giannis, he can't do a whole lot, but the shit he does is greater than all the shit combined that Ilgauskas can do.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. But LeBron is top 5 record holder in every stat.
So, Karl Malone was the second greatest scorer of all time, and no one ever put Karl Malone as the greatest player of all time. It was like, yeah, you got all the points, but you was still Karl Malone.
No one knew he had all his points until like his later years.
We all know people watch basketball. We all do. We don't care about casual fans what they think.
Right.
People who watch basketball knew.
Right.
And but no one was still like, yeah, he's one of the greatest power forwards, but we all knew Karl Malone was dust when it came time to win, so it was like, so fuck him 36,000 points.
That's why Jordan stole the ball from came all the way back up and shot the winning shot. Yeah.
All right, we're back. We're back on track. Snaps, what you got for us?
All right, let's do it. Let's get into some tree talk. Legal marijuana sales in New York by the end of 2020. State officials say that it's highly possible. So those out there in New York, by the end of 2020, you'll be able. They're saying that it's highly possible you're able to grow and sell marijuana in New York.
Wow.
Also, if you had a marijuana history, meaning legal history.
2020?
2022.
Okay, for sure.
So have you been arrested and went to jail for
If you've been
marijuana?
arrested in the past, or you have a history or record for marijuana, you can also sell and grow marijuana in New York. So shout out to New York for that.
Cali, it's a zip code thing. If you were arrested and grew up in a certain zip code, you actually can get a license to be a what do they call it, dispensary for free. So the controversy that's been happening is a lot of these rich white cats have been going in the hood looking for people who have marijuana offenses that live in certain zip codes, like in Compton, South Central, and they've been basically buying them out of their shit and not paying them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's some ill shit going on right now. A lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm sure I was in New York a couple months ago. You can definitely get marijuana out there before it out be illegal. There's people everywhere walking up to you. My thing with it is, I think they need to while they finally changed that, they need to change their cigar laws out there too. Because when I was out there, you couldn't find nothing. No Dutches, no Swishes, none of that stuff. If you're in New York, you are highly shortchanged in the cigar in the wrap area. Yep. Literally, I paid, I think, between $14 and $17 for a pack of backwoods, and 2 of them was messed up.
That was God trying to tell you to start smoking backwoods.
So no, and I don't smoke back. I'm saying I don't smoke backwoods, but that's all they had out there. I found a grab a leaf in like Staten Island somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta go to little bodegas. They got them. They'll sell them like under the table type shit.
Yeah.
So just make you in New York, just make a bong out of an apple. No, we don't smoke bongs anymore. Oh,
not out of apple.
Street talk here. I mean, I was going. Thank you.
Nice. That's what you did there.
We all
some other shit.
All right, so shout out to New York. They finally finna get that. Also, while we on Tree Talk, man, free Brittany Griner, man. Get her up out of there.
She's a raper, nigga. No Russian Sally, nigga.
Raping niggas.
Keeping her selling the business.
They got her in the men's joint. They making the trannies fight Ukraine. That's right next door. Nigga,
Yeah, that's
same
true.
line.
Yeah.
They better not put her in that man's joint.
Now she's gonna come out with a birthday.
She's gonna be pregnant.
Yes, that's right.
Good old mixed baby. Her wife's gonna be upset.
You think she got some good pussy?
No.
Nah.
Hell nah.
Trash.
Why? Why's it trash?
Just look at this. She's Brittany Griner, man.
Yeah, she might throw it back like a dude.
I mean, she grinds that pussy.
No.
No.
That's too far.
Okay,
That's the line.
I just picture sitting on a pool.
Brittany Griner will rape you, Otto.
Ain't no rape with a nigga that want it.
You got me down. I'm down. I can't move.
I'm here for it. I set myself up for this.
I just got my passport. I come visit you.
Yeah. I think she's gonna be locked up for a minute.
Yeah, she been in there over a month.
She basically.
You think she can get you the wine?
What?
Brittany Griner.
Nah.
You her seller. You don't think she can take it from you? All right.
She's a woman, guys.
Pay your sleep.
You saying there ain't no woman out there that can take it from you?
No.
It's one woman out there that can.
No.
UFC?
It's a woman out there. That
The cyborg?
Shit.
No.
Nigga, Layla Ali can take it from you.
Yeah. Boom. She hit you with a hat.
If any female fighter hit the one with a 2-piece, he's gonna be looking for the biscuit.
You know how you'll lose the fight to Cynthia Cooper. Nigga. I think all of them bras in the WNBA can take time. All of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Start time? We didn't start? We talking about starting? Oh, please, you beat up all the girls?
You notice niggas didn't laugh because it was true. You know? Jokes ain't funny when they true. All those girls are beating him up.
I second that emotion.
All right, check this out. Biden signs a deal. Biden signs a bill to take on a rising meth abuse. So since COVID, I guess the police confiscated 3 times more marijuana and meth paraphernalia than they have over the last couple of years, and meth overdoses are up 3 times than it was before COVID. So he put together a team to acknowledge the problem first of all, and then figure out ways to stop the meth epidemic moving forward. You know what I mean?
Fuck Joe Biden.
I mean, they trying to fix problems.
This the motherfucker who wrote 3 strikes laws. Now he giving the meth people help.
Right.
That nigga.
This nigga just gave them all pipes and now he want to. What you doing with that? You just gave it to me?
That nigga's the read from nothing but trouble these days. Whoa.
But let me ask y'all this:
Put him in jail.
If they
should go to jail.
And that's my question. If they gave that task to the Kraig Facts crew, you know what I mean, to come up with ways on how to stop the meth epidemic going forward, what should I think?
Stop giving me that.
If they white, they go to jail. If they white, they on meth. You had all that privilege, and you wasting all your privilege on meth. You're going to jail for 10 to 12 years. That's what happened to niggas back in the 80s. So
but that ain't stop them.
It ain't about stopping them. It's about being fair.
Perfect way to stop drug use is put it in the ass. If you got to do it out of the ass.
A lot of people want to opt out.
Who want to do it out of ass?
You just sobered 3 niggas up right now. We're done.
I don't fuck with switchers no more. No more tree talk.
No more weed, no more wine.
Ain't no more blunts. It's a little ass. You gotta do it out.
Put your lips on the ass.
I had that already.
You gotta put your lips on the ass, huh?
Gotta stop it off, man.
Yeah, man. That's a new.
Motherfuckers don't want ass more than they want to be high.
Man.
You gotta put an ass to your face to get high. Yeah. I opt out.
So
quit.
Motherfucker.
What you got for us, Blaine?
I ain't smoking this shit no more.
So we got a woman in San Francisco suing the police department for she was sexually assaulted, and she mad because they used her DNA in this assault to link her to a past crime. So she committed a crime, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. She was raped 2 weeks ago, and they used that DNA from the rape kit and said, "Oh well, shit, this is the DNA."
You know what?
This is the cat trying to test for that. I didn't test for that. I'm about something else.
I ain't here for this. I didn't come here for this.
That's fucked up to hear rape and then you get raped and then you ruin your reputation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ruin your reputation. Let me. I said I ain't here for this.
But you still $72 worth of shoe.
She was probably.
You know you got raped, but we got to take her to jail for this petty theft.
She was probably cooperative as hell. They was like, "Can we speak with you for a moment?"
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I saw all of them.
You found the suspect.
What do you mean, me?
This room right here. We'll be right with you.
No, but we found Earl. It's cool. We cool.
Yeah.
I can go now?
The test kit came back. We can talk to you.
Right. So what do you think of that though? I mean, like, is that
That's crazy. That's why that DNA shit, man.
Man, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I think if I didn't get caught for the crimes, you know what I'm saying, and my DNA tell on me, I shouldn't have to go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How disrespectful is it for them to not talk about the rape?
Right.
Like, yes, I already know, but fuck that.
Fuck all
we
that.
want to talk about something else.
You know?
Like, we found your rapist.
Yeah.
It's the nigga you robbed the bank with, motherfucker.
Because what crime crime trumps rape besides murder?
I don't know. But they gonna knock 3 weeks off your sentence?
You got raped, man. So you got October instead of
But think about it though. Somebody's sitting around short something because she committed this crime. So somebody like she raped me of my savings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Does her physical rape trump that? You know what I'm saying?
Whatever she stole, the people probably had the insurance to cover it. And I ain't never
That's a big assumption, man.
Is that karma?
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm not gonna go there, Craig.
It's cold when karma happens before. Right. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, that's cold.
Yeah.
Karma finds a way. So whatever she did, I ain't gonna do it because I don't want to get raped. That's how you stop crime too, and drug use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right, nigga. If you
rape,
we catch you, so we gonna send you somewhere.
Yeah, we gonna send you somewhere.
We gonna change some shit up in your life, nigga.
Yeah.
Go in that room with them over there. Yeah, cool. We'll be with you in a minute.
You know
who could take you, Craig?
Oh.
Remember Dot on Married with Children? The chick he starts getting out Bunny's face, and she that slow chick.
Yeah, you think she could take you?
I think she could take you, bro.
Oh man.
I think Dot from Married with Children can get you.
I think Leslie Jones would tackle you, Dewan.
Leslie Jones.
The lady from the Popeyes chicken commercial will get you.
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
You said my commercial, nigga. Nah.
Oh, she.
The lady is nice.
She nice.
Remind you of your auntie.
She nice.
Remind you of your auntie.
I let her talk.
That's a nice woman. Who gonna get Sunny? What female can get Sunny?
Lori Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot.
That's a bad motherfucker though.
Right.
Lord life.
Yeah.
Regular.
Oh yeah. Sonny be in trouble fucking with Lori.
Beat your ass with a cool
Man. Yeah, that's crazy.
That was you got one more.
Yeah. So there's another lawsuit against Hertz Rent-A-Car place. You know, they also acquired Dollar Car Rental and Thrifties. A bunch of people have been getting falsely arrested based on reports that Hertz was putting out saying that the car is stolen. And that they tried to reach out to these people on multiple occasions.
Dirty pool, man.
Yeah, dirty pool, because these people got receipts, man. I just got off the phone with them. Like one dude got caught. He got COVID. He rented a car, was out of town somewhere, got COVID, so he had to quarantine somewhere. So he called them and told them, hey, I'm gonna be quarantining here. It's a couple of weeks, and he got the money. They billed him, charged him, and everything. And he's returning the car a few weeks later. I mean, he turns the corner that the rent-a-car place is on. Police get behind him. Before you know it, it's 5, 6, 8 cars behind him. Yeah.
Why the police get behind you? Shouldn't they get in front of you?
They want you to run.
Yeah. They want you to run. They antagonize you.
Finish doing what they're going to do so we can run it all
They should get in
down.
front of you and stop and slow you down. That's really how a traffic stop should go.
Yeah, then all you do is turn around and go the opposite direction.
You'll go in reverse, no traffic.
When you're on the football field and you're chasing a receiver down, do they run in front of him and stop and try to slow him down, or do they come from behind and put the cuffs on him?
But what I'm saying is, it's harder to get around you.
What you don't want to do is turn your back to a motherfucker that you're about to walk up on his car.
Right.
You don't see him though. You don't see him from behind.
Okay.
You pull in front of him and get out your car and walk backwards. I'm down here, fam.
But it's more dangerous for the person being pulled over because they got to go back into traffic. So if they try to escape, they got to go back. If I'm behind you, it's an open pathway. If I got more motor or more driving skills than you, I got a better chance of getting away.
If we're both doing 80 miles an hour and you get in front of me and we're doing 80 miles an hour and I stop and turn around, you're going to be sure you're going to wait behind.
But I'm saying you can keep the same procedure. You get in front, then put your lights on. You feel what I'm saying?
Shut your back ass up.
He's not chasing me. That's what I'm saying.
That's how it is here in the 30s.
The traffic stop from behind is a big reason why a lot of people are dying, because there's an anxiety about a motherfucker getting away when you're behind them. If you're in front of them, it's a little bit more control and a little bit less anxiety.
I disagree. They put them goddamn bright ass lights on you. It's like a wall in front of you, fam.
Right,
Like,
right.
They blind you. It's a whole psychological battle from the time that they hit them. From the time they hit them lights to the time you pull your license out. They got you psychologically on lock from that moment on.
One more with the light. What if the light was flashing from the front as opposed to the back?
It is.
The perp wouldn't be able to see shit.
But
Like
it is
mirror
hitting the mirror.
headlights.
It's hitting the mirror. So it's shining back into your face.
Ain't
What
the
you're
same.
talking about, they already know who you are when they pull up to the car. Before they hit the lights, they already know who you are, where you live.
Yeah, they
all
scanning
that.
your plates.
So you don't think it's flawed to start off at a disadvantage? Being behind somebody is a disadvantage. The probability, there's too many different probabilities.
But that's why you have a backup car to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when you get pulled
up,
over, only one car shows up. There's normally like 4.
And then it would be easier to pull people over because they wouldn't know that they were being pulled over until you were already in front of them. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm in front of somebody and I put my lights on, I'm already in a dominant position. If I'm starting off,
Nigga Craig just peeing in the pool right now.
Worst cop ever. Like, you have no arrests, you have no tickets. Like, I'm in front. I'm doing new shit.
If you don't see the cop cars, if you don't see the cop cars till they get next to you, you deserve to get pulled over.
Yeah.
You should see that motherfucker 10 cars back.
And then why is there colors?
Disoriented.
To separate themselves.
Like the black and white, that shit is stupid.
It's a uniform. It's a uniform color.
They kill whales, sharks.
Okay, that's the psychology behind it.
Yeah.
I'm high. We're gonna keep going.
Well, they should come at a they should actually approach at a 90-degree angle. They should come from the side, not from the front nor the back.
So it's a T-bone car.
Yeah, just smack motherfuckers off the road.
Yeah.
Bitch, you right there. Stop.
They should see the pit maneuver. The pit maneuver to stop.
Lights was up,
This nigga, this is your brain on drugs.
I'm trying.
We keep going to everything around this motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, motherfucker. 90-degree angle.
Mimi ain't got no time. What you got for us, Mimi?
You said Mimi?
Yeah, you know, it was Mimi's birthday or something.
Okay. It was
Take a shot for a birthday.
Yeah, we're gonna take a shot. We got some poppies up in here. And shoot, hey, if you guys haven't had poppies, you gotta go to poppiesbourbon.com. Yeah, it's smooth. It's the poppies. It doesn't have a bite. And make sure you tell them Kraig Facts sent you, because that's who sent you. So look, y'all, I want to talk about these haters. You feel me? You out here doing your thing. You living your life, doing what you do, and they watching you. They trying to do what you do. They hear your joke. They want to copy it. They see the moves being made, and they want to duplicate your style.
Yeah.
I get tired of that. Don't you get tired of that, place?
Man, there's a bunch of these copycat motherfuckers.
Ain't nobody copycat them glasses.
You know what?
I think somebody
No further questions.
They're an upgrade.
All right. Shout out to myself.
Hey, it's his birthday too.
It's Blake's birthday?
I'm making a joke. It's his birthday too.
Oh, it's your birthday. It's my birthday too.
Yeah, it's all our birthdays.
With the Balenciagas.
That's some funny shit. Yeah, so yeah, haters are everywhere, man. The thing about haters is they really don't exist. It's not, unless a motherfucker can stop you from making money. That's different. But imitation generally is the highest form of flattery.
Yes, it is.
Motherfucker ain't gonna give you props. They're just gonna do what you do. So hey,
That's right.
I love you for it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Lovers gonna love.
This nigga trying to kick off an orgy. That ain't happening in here. Hey, this is the wrong room, nigga.
I'll see y'all later.
This the wrong. That ain't happening in here.
That nigga said, whoever win it, win it.
Y'all be great.
And then Arnold pulled that, zipping his pants out. Let me go ahead and crack it off. He think he can crack off?
Niggas in here shy.
Nigga trying to crack it off in this wrong room, nigga. This ain't that type of room, nigga.
I don't sing the piss on you.
It's gonna start with me first. And it's gonna spread.
They got a fistful of rupees. Looking for cups. Let me see.
Check them poppy shops, man. Make sure they ain't been opening. Man. I don't have the bag earlier, man.
They got one of them.
Make sure the seal ain't broken.
That nigga got one of them poppy bottles in them.
Right.
I got poppies on me right now.
Who want a shot? Who want a shot?
I got some poppies in me.
2, 3.
2 or 3.
That's
the horse thing.
Poppy squirt.
Yeah, poppy squirt. What you got for us, Sonny?
Oh shit! All right. Mine's real quick, little pop culture bullshit. But Craig's boy decided to stick with the lie to the end. Jussie Smollett. And it looks like he got 150 days in jail.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. And as he was leaving the courtroom, he started yelling out, "I am not suicidal."
Believe me, Jesse gonna be alright. He gonna make a lot of money in there.
That nigga gonna be a star.
He walked into the jail. He walked into the jail with entrance music.
Empire, man. Little Empire intro. Like,
ooh, there go Jamal.
Sonny look like Jesse Stylus.
Juicy gonna be all right.
He got groupies in that motherfucker.
They ready. They said, I get it first. You mine first.
Yeah,
They taking turns.
it's like a football pool in that motherfucker. Who gonna hit first?
Not Ray J.
So they call you Juice.
The crazy thing about somebody wanting to go first is somebody want to go last.
Right.
That's nasty, nigga. This a nigga that already got a whole play written for him. That nigga, he gonna go in there and win an Oscar, I promise you. Man, somebody got a play written for him right now. Them niggas in jail they be coming up with shit.
Yeah, like,
real, like, you got a play, nigga?
Like, this nigga.
You killed 9 niggas and you got a children's book and a play, nigga?
Protection.
It's 26 pages.
Protection.
Yeah. No, he gonna be alright.
They already know he coming in there with 3 or 4 bottles, 2 pounds, and a bag of shit. And ain't nobody gonna ask how he got it in there.
No, he gonna be the man in there, bro.
They already know.
You gonna be singing in there.
He gonna be the LeBron James.
Top 5 in every category.
The white boys gonna like him, the Mexicans gonna like him, the blacks gonna like him.
Best all around hooper. Be hooping like a motherfucker there.
Shout out to Jesse Smollett. You're still a black man. Still a black man. Keep your head up, man.
That's right.
If that works.
Yeah.
He was true.
That's all. Yeah, you got something.
Yeah, hopefully the LGBT people ready to come help.
Well, that's what they vote. You know, they're not going to the pen.
I was saying, hopefully the LGBT. He claimed the LGBTQ said, so hopefully they got him, Jesse. They got you.
That'll help us. They should put him in there.
They stole the fist, so they can take it. They can take it.
He gonna take the fist.
Hey, here you go. What you think will happen if they put him in there with Brittany Griner?
Brittany Griner gonna take that ass. That's one thing I know she can get.
Yeah, he's fucked.
He gonna have to take a plan B in the morning.
She won't let that nigga get up. Get off of me! Get off of me! Shut up, nigga!
Stop!
She gonna hold that nigga and fuck him standing up.
It's okay to cry.
That's cool, man. Hey, so
get that nigga, man.
So what y'all think about that picture floating around on YG with his hand up the stripper butt?
I ain't seen it.
Y'all ain't seen that?
No.
Yeah, YG and them, man. Yeah, I should look.
Party, you party.
What do you mean? What do you mean his hand was up her butt? Like he was fisting her, or what do you mean?
It was a female, right?
Thumbs up.
Like it's
Yeah,
normal.
it was a female.
You gotta ask these days.
Just make sure.
Look it up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, but she gonna be asking for some money next week.
Yeah.
Right now she happy with the.
You got his hand up her ass with a dress shirt.
Yeah, it's a strip club.
You can't see her face.
That's the
Like
environment.
anybody's ass.
Yeah,
That's the
but
environment. He's in the strip club now. He's doing that shit in church, and there be something to talk about.
yeah, shit,
In the strip club,
he dressed like he dressed like he.
She's still busy.
we got a problem.
James, anything you got coming up you want to promote?
After the nigga stick his finger in somebody's ass. Right after that, huh?
That's a segue. That's a segue.
All right. What would be really dope, man? I got a late night show that I do on YouTube, the J Phillips live channel. You see the joint down there. Wednesday nights, it's live. It's dope, man. I got all your favorite comics come through and rock out. We got normally 4 comics and a special guest every week. It's fun, man. 8:30 over on my page, man. Come over there and check it out, man. I just started the page not that long ago. Thanks to Kraig, he was one of my first guests on there. It's dope, man. So come by, check that joint out, man. I would love to have y'all come through.
Yeah, that's dope, man. J Phillips live.
Yeah. Man, Snap, tell them where they can find you.
Yes, sir. Penn Roethlisberger, Snaptastic _Penn on IG. Keep looking out. That Dina Collective album is on its way. It's coming real soon. You think you write all the time? Well, I write more.
Yeah, straight up. You already know what it is. Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. OOBLZ at Instagram. Holla backwards. Peace.
Hey, y'all, go to my YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with Mimi, or get you some poppies. Make sure you tell them Kraig Facts sent you. I appreciate the love. Deuces.
Hello, world. It's your boy Autobots, man. Tapping with me on Instagram. It's ITS Autobots. Tapping with me and everything else that you can Google up and find. I got some YouTube stuff out there. I ain't go too deep, and if you find it, you find it. Beautiful. No, I ain't go too deep. If you find it, you find it. It's all good. But subscribe to the Kraig Facts too, man. Instagram at Kraig Facts too. Check that out too, man. I think they had 1,000 followers right now, man. Get that up. And love your life, and you did.
Real quick, it's your man Sonny in the evening. Again, don't follow me, but hit the like button. Follow Kraig Facts. Follow everybody else on this platform, and keep tuning in.
Are you dark in the morning?
What the fuck?
Nigga, sunny in the evening. Dark in the morning. Anywho, my bad. Do you wake up like this?
Touch me in the morning?
I'll holler at you after the show.
Right. So why you gotta be so gay?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Black Brew, BLCK, BRW. Yo, next week we got a major announcement, so stay tuned.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
They already did it.
Yeah.
It's on Tide.
Uncle Tide Comedy, IG, Facebook, Twitter. What y'all finna do on YouTube? Check my album out. It's called I'm Out There. It's got Left Me in Pasadena on there. It's got Yo Yo, You Only Young Once. Taco Tuesday. Today's Taco Tuesday. Get you some tacos and, man, laugh at some shit, man. I'm out there. Shout out to the I'm Out There Nation. I know you out there.
That's dope. At Dewan B on YouTube. Follow my YouTube channel. InCincinnatiStrays.com. The Music Family Tree is coming out real soon. Recorded some new sound packs yesterday. So LiveDrumSamples.com is coming out soon. I had to re-record all my shit. I know like y'all been asking about my samples. I had to re-record them because the quality wasn't right.
You got cheese and crackers? Let's talk samples. My bad. My bad. Sorry, Dwan.
You look like one of the criminals on Paperboy.
That's a hell of a reference.
So that's it. Follow Kraig Facts and
So a lot of the criminals look like that on that movie?
Yeah.
Nah, the game. Remember
Game.
Oh,
yeah.
On Nintendo? It's no big.
Come out on that skate.
Nigga, I'm like, gang, 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 gang.
I was like, come out.
But yeah.
But niggas who didn't have
That's it.
Nintendos, you know what I'm saying?
Acting want to be on this man while I like this shit.
You good, Ty?
Yeah, I'm out there.
The whole family work at the donut shop today.
You got a customized tackle box.
That says Smitty 2 on it.
That's funny as shit.
I didn't even know you don't got seasoning to be shredded.
Man, that's good. We got this show April 9th at Club 402, man. I'm doing the podcast live here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Tickets will be available today. Make sure you purchase them immediately because the shows will sell out. 7:30 show and a 9 o'clock show. We're going to have a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Not too far from the Staples Arena, like about a mile walk from there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a ball. A lot of special guests. Make sure y'all support if you in LA. And I got some... I'll wait to talk about that.
Kraig,
But yeah.
you be saging your hat when you be having upsetting thoughts?
Is it saging it?
Yeah.
No, I'm saging it.
Come on, the ash from the sage, get on his head.
Yeah, I don't sage it.
Man,
Man, this drink is crazy today.
That nigga got mellow and shit.
Yeah, I mellowed out like a motherfucker. Well, yeah, anyway. Make sure y'all come to the show.
That nigga just faded out in the middle of it. Yeah, baby, so get on over to the show. We got a show.
To be available at thecraigsmith.com. Make sure you purchase, very quickly. And if I owe you something, get it from God. Nigga, that's been this episode.
Yeah.
God is good to me.
You didn't read none of that shit.
No, I'm going to do it the next one.